Welcome back to the Rollout Podcast. We got a special guest with us in the building.
Yes,
sir.
What's poppin'?
My
How y'all
name
doing?
is
How y'all
Dollas.
doing? Appreciate y'all for having me today.
How you doing, man?
Good, bro.
doing?
Living. Chilling.
You just
Got
got
back
back
from
from
LA
Cali?
today. Yes, sir, I did.
Shit.
Yes, I mean, I've been gone since Friday morning.
Did you skate out there? Or no?
Nah, I let someone, I ain't saying no names, but someone in Alvaro, I let him borrow my skates, get a feel for some fibers. So I hope I hear that story.
All I can
how
say
that
is that
went.
I was popping off in Vegas.
Were you? You have a good time?
Oh, dude, great.
Yeah. So Alvaro just got back from Vegas too. So, how was Vegas?
It was fun.
I'm interested to hear, just because the group of people that went with you is
I've heard
a little
a little something.
It was
A little
fun.
interesting.
It was fun. Mainly, like the first day, like the rest of the crew took quite a bit to get there, but I mean, at the end of the night, like we were all together. It was a great time. Saturday came along, lost my shit a little bit. Just a few things here and there happened and kind of pissed me off. But Sunday came, and like from the moment we got there, everyone was like, "Oh, you guys need to come out on Sunday." And we were like, "Okay."
Really?
And then like I talked to everybody. I was like, "All right, guys, I don't give a fuck. We're staying until Sunday." Like I don't care what time we get home. We're staying until Sunday.
most places. Sunday nights are the place.
Or the place to be.
Yeah.
For example, in LA, you have Chino, you have a dog skate. Oh, Sundays is the place to be.
Yeah. When we went to
Skate
LA,
Express.
dude, Chino was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the that was the funniest thing, because like that was the only place that we got warned, because we're like the only white people in the building. That was the only rink that they warned us. They were like, walk straight to your car. Like World on Wheels, they didn't say anything.
didn't
just
say
like
anything,
that.
yeah.
I'm surprised because I feel like Wood on Wheels would have spoke up with something about that. Because I feel like Wood on Wheels would have been more like that with the surrounding. But then again, I mean,
I don't
many
know. That's just
skated-
what people told us. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like they didn't say anything on World on Wheels.
World on Wheels is back on open now.
Is it
finally.
back open?
Yeah.
I thought it closed.
No, I heard they closed down. I don't know. They're
Yeah,
open.
I heard they
mean,
closed
know they
down,
Closed down a while
closed
back.
That's what we saw.
I mean, from what I know,
Maybe they're
from-
opening back
Maybe
Yeah.
who knows?
with COVID shit dying down. I
'cause
guess
Yeah.
they
I mean,
have
from
it.
what I've heard is that they reopened up. My thought, from what I've heard from people from that skate there, is he just opened up for a bit to get some money, and then he closed
Just
it back
to
down.
save that, yeah.
and then he
Just
just
to
closed it
stay
back
open.
down. Yeah. But I know Skateland and North
Which was
closed
kind of
down.
smart.
I mean, you
just-
got to do what you
just
got to do
for-
at
yeah.
some
Yeah.
points. You know,
Yeah.
that's what we talked about with the last one with that Riverside County
Yeah.
one. The Epic Roller Entertainment. Yeah,
Oh, honestly, bro, I ain't
They
gonna
got
say
sued.
nothing about that.
they
But
got sued, man.
yeah, all I
Yeah.
gotta say is their
That's-
floor is not the best. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a weird shit.
Yeah, I think they redid it from last time I've been there, but when I was there, man, it'll be straight.
feel
Next
like
thing
it'd
you know, a
be
little
cool.
dip. Next thing you know, you got a little dip.
That's how fucking Orem was.
Yeah.
That's how Orem was before he had Dennis come in and do it.
Yeah.
Before he had Dennis come in and
Yeah,
redo
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Dennis did a
Floor
hella good
Trash.
job.
And that's because he tried to do it by himself, and he doesn't know what
Who?
he's doing.
Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro. Him and fucking Ben, they tried to do it themselves.
Him and then Dre
And
was a
then-
part of it as well.
No,
Remember?
I don't. Dre might have been there for a day. The main people there were Ben, the GM, because I know he's gonna be a bitch about this. The GM, and then Tanner were the
Oh,
main
shit.
people there, and then the other workers were there doing like
Yeah.
the party rooms and
Which
shit.
was a decent
But
floor.
when they brought the floor back and it wasn't even finished drying yet in the middle, oh my gosh, it was trash. They didn't put nothing over it. It was just straight
No
paint.
coating.
No.
Nope, just
Nothing.
straight paint.
So, wait, hold on.
Straight
Wait.
paint on concrete.
So let me get this straight. So Orem right now is just paint.
No, now
No.
there's a coating.
Oh, now there's
was.
coating.
Was.
When they try to do it themselves,
From when
they
they
didn't
first
do a
opened up,
coating on
right?
it. When they first, no.
No.
This
This was in
is-
2019 when they did it.
Yeah, this was
2019.
a while
They
ago.
painted their floor.
Because they,
it
so they
was
redid their
trash.
floor,
Mhm.
but they didn't want to pay someone professionally to come in and do it
Yeah.
because they wanted to save money. So they were like, "Oh, we'll just do it. How hard can it be?" Not looking up anything about floors apparently,
No.
Jeez,
because
that's
all they
terrible.
did was fucking paint it and then put like 4 layers of paint on top of that,
Yeah.
And that was it.
and that was it. So it was legit just concrete with paint on top of it.
And they lost. They closed for like 2 days, and Joe was freaking out because they were losing
Mhm.
money.
Yeah, because
So
people
that-
who's
yeah.
gonna come in and
Yeah.
skate on that
Yeah.
garbage.
I would not.
And then Dennis did, and he did
Yeah,
hell of a job.
And then he
after.
actually put a coating on it because
Yep.
Dennis knows what he's doing.
Oh, that's when they called Dennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I remember seeing his IG story. Something about in there, like white stuff. Like, okay, big baller. Okay.
Big baller.
I see you. I see you.
BBC.
Yeah, he makes some money.
Tyrone. Big black company.
Oh man. Anyways, what were we talking about? Sorry,
We were
I'm
talking
high
about
as shit
Vegas.
right now.
Oh, Vegas. He's Vegas.
Yeah,
Street.
Vegas.
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened that made you mad? And trying not to say names, but if you feel necessary,
I mean,
I can try and bleep.
You guys already know who it is, but so and so were doing their normal thing, the little jam line.
Nothing. Sorry.
Dennis,
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Dennis and Ethan were doing their jam line, like
Okay.
their normal thing. They were
Yeah.
just skating around, and then Darren tried coming like back from behind him, and then like Dennis and they were just doing their own shit, and I guess Darren didn't like that, so he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, bro, like I'm not trying to be rude, but like I'm not trying to bash on nobody, but like that's kind of annoying." And then I was like, "Bro, we practiced a week before we came to Vegas." And then I guess he took that a little harsh.
I mean, that's the thing. This shit happens. Like when I went on Thursday, I'm not gonna lie, I felt real left out.
Yeah.
Because y'all were doing shit, and I was like, oh, I didn't know y'all were doing that.
Yeah, and it happens.
Cool.
Hey, I feel left
And that's
out
the thing
too.
is, it's like I'll pick it up at some point,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna waste a Thursday.
Yeah.
That's an actual good Thursday.
Yeah.
Like if it was Paul's night, probably would.
Yeah.
Been like,
Good
"All right, teach me
Thursday,
that shit."
which means shout out to Lacey.
Yeah, Lacey.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
Lazy's
Lazy.
been
Oh,
killing
I
it
have a
lately.
song for Lazy.
Lacey's been killing
It's
it
by
lately.
Lil Wayne, I think. It's Go DJ.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's my DJ. Go DJ. So that's her song right there. So I'm gonna request that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm dedicating that song to her.
We dedicate a song to our favorite DJ,
Yep.
yep, I guess so.
Mr. Pauly
Nah.
D.
But all I gotta say, Lacey, this past couple 30s, man, she's been.
Dude, the
Told
last
you.
month and a half.
I
Good
said it
one.
from the very beginning. I saw it from the very beginning because her song choice was like when she played good songs, they were like super good songs.
Really good songs.
Yeah, like that was kind of. And I don't want to throw more shade at Paul just because. I mean,
Don't even
just
get me
because he
started.
responded, and I
Yeah.
just it's at this point it's just like
If he's gonna do good, let him do good.
exactly.
If he's gonna
This
do
is
shit,
this is exactly what I
whatever.
told him. I said if you need me to be the face of what makes you a good DJ because you want me to eat my words, fucking use it. I don't give a shit. I was like, I can handle all the hate in the world. Trust me.
Yep.
The last before you got here, before Mo got here, do you remember all them Worm boys? They fucking hated me.
Yeah.
Like when I was single,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
bro, they
was
fucking
bad, bro.
hated me, bro.
Really?
Because I was
bad.
the cockiest little bobo ever, bro. I used to fucking because they would act like they were better skaters than me,
Yeah.
like Paul did with you when you first showed up.
All I gotta say about that is, I at first I try to respect everybody. 'Cause I mean, if I see you have your own skates, I'm like, you know what? Everybody is good in their own way. For example, you can do some stuff that I do, and I sure as hell can do stuff that you do. Like your middle game, your middle
yeah.
game is on point. My middle game is honestly shit. No, I'm being quite frank. You know,
Yeah,
so
but
like,
that's the thing is you grow up different ways.
Yeah.
You grew up on the outside. We grew up like originally I was a jam skater, so all my skating was pretty much in the middle.
Mhm.
So it's like that's where I'm comfortable. You're comfortable on the outside. That's why like the trains and shit you guys do. Hell no, I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
It's fun as fuck.
I ain't doing that. I'm not coordinating
That's
enough for that
something
on the
that's-
outside, bro.
dude, I saw that
Yeah.
on my trip. I saw that a lot in Vegas. That a lot of people do
Snapping.
train. Bro, holy fuck, we need to start doing more of that shit. It's
When you can get
fun
it down,
and
this shit
it,
looks
Yeah.
dope.
yeah.
Like for example, a huge shout out to Bam Bam on Skate Mafia, man. That
Bam
guy,
Bam.
him and HBK go hard. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna listen to this, but if they do, man,
I mean, hey.
them two together, bro,
They
go
do,
crazy.
yeah.
You know, and it's like one thing that I didn't like when I first moved here, y'all do something called jam line, and man, I forgot that tall white dude's name. But I was like, man, y'all need to stop doing jam. Y'all need to do something called trios. It's like, oh, that sounds good. Yeah, we should make it happen. 3 months later, ain't shit happened. So I mean,
Wait,
But-
who was it?
he's a really tall dude with the white glasses. He does fairly good on. He's a DJ Thursdays.
Oh, you talking about DJ S1?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he has
DJ.
some decent songs, and
this
it's
is what I always said about him. Is he's one of those DJs that gets bored halfway through the night.
yeah.
Like he wants to be there to skate more than he wants to DJ. So he'll like be good for like an hour or two, and then the
He'll
rest of
just
it's
fuck
just
it up
like
after.
he just starts throwing shit up there.
Are you guys
But-
ready for Friday?
for Friday? Oh yeah,
The
the
skate
skate
party.
party. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Skate
this Friday.
It's this
Skate
Friday, yeah.
Connect.
That is-
Skate Connection.
That is correct.
So it's gonna be fun.
Which I got it wrong last week, but I put it right on the text. I said skateconnection.info and skateConnect.info.
Oh, okay.
But it's fine.
dumbass.
It's we're correcting
All
it.
right, what were you saying?
But yeah, no, I mean,
Because I really want to hear this. Because like at the same time, like we never know how like people from out of state view us.
Yeah,
So it's
I
like-
mean, the first time I saw Jamline or that what's that wall thing I used to do is I just click the wall and go back out and keep.
Oh, the
going.
no diggity.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't. Man, when I first saw that, I was like, "What the hell is
Some
this?"
white people shit.
I call my boy, man. I call my boy out from back home. He's a DJ. He's a DJ Slides. He's like, "Bro, what the hell is?" I'm like, "Man, I don't even know. We're on the same page right now." But it's like, I mean, it looks cool. It looks smooth how y'all do it. But it's just like
When
no
you do
art.
it,
when we do
you
it.
do it
Yeah.
the right way.
Yes,
it
Yeah,
looks,
it looks
good.
nice.
When you have people who don't know what they're doing, and this is not a shot at anybody that doesn't really know what they're doing with this
Yeah.
stuff. When you don't do it right, it looks really choppy.
It
and
really
looks
looks
like
chunky.
shit.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
it's just like at the same time I do understand, people that just started, it's gonna look choppy
Mhm.
because like you said in the last podcast, it does take time to get something down right.
Oh yeah.
So and that's one thing I realized, like, man, what is this? And then Jamline, I saw Jam like, man, it looks like a mess.
That's a
It really
that's a
does-
bad
honestly-
It's a
representation.
mess every motherfucking
Yeah, and I was
time,
about to
bro.
say that, like every time that they have Jamline, it's a mess. Maybe the first 2-3 people, if that, are actually on beat. But what people don't understand is it's not about going fast.
Oh my god.
Go
thank you.
slow and be on beat.
Beat.
And that's the thing. It's a jam line. The way y'all do it, go slow. Take your time. Feel the beat. Go make it look good. Not go 30 miles an hour rink and make it look half-assed. And you have people in the back trying to speed and catch up. It's going to look like one messy circle. And that's facts. It's like, you have no idea how many times I've seen people in the back look like people in the Olympics, just like ice skating like this, trying to catch
Bro,
up.
it's like he's in my brain right now.
I know.
This is exactly
Yeah,
everything
we needed
I've
this.
been
We
doing.
needed this.
We've been talking, bro. We've been trying to fix this issue for the last fucking 5 years here, and it's just
annoying.
like, don't get me wrong. There are certain songs that will just haul ass to, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause that's the type of song they are. But like, when Jamline comes on, and it's like some
It's
kind of
like-
in between beat, and people are just flying by him.
It's like, dude,
fuck that.
just stop.
I'm not in
Just
shape.
stop.
I'm not in shape enough for that shit.
That's facts.
But fuck,
But,
dude.
yeah, and that's why, man, I like doing trios because back home it's like you got Skate Mafia, big ass circles, man. It looks nice the way you do it. You have like a Leo, you have a couple
It's
people in the middle just dancing.
smooth,
But like
bro.
literally 10 or 15 people in a circle. You maybe 2 or 3 like people inside the circle just freestyle as you're moving. That is so dope. And I'm pretty sure you've seen us. I get Alvaro do
Oh,
it
yeah.
sometimes, dance maybe. Other people do that. Man, there's some OG white dude from Sandy. He always has like headphones.
Clark.
Clark.
Clark, and he's an OG, and he realized when I first moved here, I introduced y'all snapping, because y'all didn't know what that was. And he's like, man,
Bro, he was so mad.
oh, he
He was
was,
so mad because he had been trying to teach us how to snap
oh,
for
years, and y'all would never
years,
do it.
and we didn't want to do it because we were terrified of that shit. And then you came along, and everybody's just like, "Oh yeah, let's go fucking do it." now."
Exactly.
he
And
was
he
so
came-
fucking mad.
And since you mentioned that, he came up to me, he's like, man, thank you. I'm like, I ain't doing for what? He's like, man, I've been trying to teach people how to snap for years and years. Never bothered, never wanted to try, just always said no. And all of a sudden, someone from out of state, from out of there, want to come through, teach them, and they hop on board.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah.
Well, it's not, in all reality, it's because it's not, and it's not a shot at Clark, but it's not as exciting snapping with Clark as it is with you, because you
Yeah.
bring, like I said in I think it was the third, I think it was your first episode or your guest episode,
Maybe, yeah.
because I said you were probably number 5 in the state for skating, and it was because of the energy you bring. Like, you just
Yeah.
bring a different kind of
Mhm.
excitement that me, Dennis, people who grew up in Utah and have only skated in Utah pretty much, that's way different for us. So we
Yeah.
kind of gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
That's
but-
something we needed, honestly. We needed that little energy.
Well, we
to-
needed that fucking it's just trying new shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's dope about out of
if
state skaters
Moses
coming
wouldn't
in.
have come, I don't think I would be at my level right
You'd
now.
probably still be going to Summer Jam.
Yeah. No, really, no. I
Wait, hold on. Time out. What's Summer Jam?
Summer Jam, is,
Summer Jam
is the skate crew in Sandy, the Jam Skaters. It's
Oh,
their
okay.
it's their competition they do every year. It's a
Every
big old
year.
competition.
I mean, I got
But-
3rd place my first year,
Oh,
and that was my first year of skating too.
oh, that's
And that
good.
tells you what the competition's like.
Man, I was gonna say he's good.
Bro, they were trying to get me to do it so bad. Everybody that worked there and everybody, all the jam
Yeah.
skaters, like, just come in, come battle one of us. I was like,
No.
no, that part of my life is over.
Yeah,
Like, even Thursday, bro,
man.
when I did the splits, bro, I was like,
Man, but one thing I realized about skaters out here is if they see, like, for example, I don't know his name. He's a little short dude. He always wears the same outfit every Thursday. He's kind of short, kind of spiky hair. He always wears his black shoes with his white socks, like about maybe like 2 inches over it.
Oh, and he always has a chain on.
Yeah.
Weren't you almost gonna fight him?
Yeah, he
Okay.
tried. Yeah.
Okay, no, I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
So
yeah.
his brother's name is David. I don't know about him, but he's like 20 something. He's
I
going
don't
on a
know.
mission soon.
Oh,
But yeah,
I
I know who he's talking about.
yeah. I mean, don't trip me and look at me and be like,
The fuck?
yeah,
Oh,
look
they
like
do.
that, because I will get up, and then if you see me scan, you're like, you okay? I'm not gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'm talking to you. I look at him, I don't care who you're talking to, bro. I don't care. Don't talk to me. He was like, I mean,
And then we
it-
squared up to him. We literally
Yeah.
got in his face. He's
yeah,
like,
and I was
"Oh,
what's
sorry,
up?
bro.
Like, what's up, bro?
Sorry,
Like,
bro."
That's the thing. You gotta realize, anyone you deal with in the Orem Provo area, except for like a couple, aren't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in
Like-
the skate culture, at least it's one thing to stop and be like, "Oh, my fault, bro. Are you okay?" Or
Yeah.
just check up on them, not be like, "You okay?" As they skate by, because if you do that in LA, I guarantee you they gonna look at you or like you either gonna cause a fight, one, or two, they gonna look at you like you stupid.
And that's why we kicked some people out of SCS.
Yeah.
Because they were like that, and we were just like, nah, B. Like if we go out of state, we're not gonna save your ass. Like they
That's
jump
facts.
on you, it's over for you.
That was
I'm
one
not
of
gonna
the,
save
that,
your
was,
ass.
that was one of the main reasons why we had the list as well.
Well,
'Cause
and
if
that's
you were
one
to go-
reason why I told you one year you couldn't go
Yeah.
to the party.
Yeah.
Because you had an attitude, and so I was like, bro, with your
bro.
attitude right now,
Before you met me, bro,
bro,
my
he was
attitude
a
was
badass
bad.
little kid.
it was bad,
he,
bro.
like, he fucking. I remember this one time. Like you were talking some shit, and I was just like, I remember I looked at Dennis, and I said, "It sounds like we need to do an old school, new school battle and teach these motherfuckers who run shit
Yeah.
around here."
Yeah.
And we did, and you weren't there, sadly, but Darian was there, and we just picked on Darian so hard because it was you and Darian that were being kind of assholes,
Yeah.
and so it was just like, all right, here we go. And so me and Dennis just started going off on Darian, and it was just sad because he just didn't want to go out at all.
yeah, oh,
Which I don't
geez.
blame him. Like he's not that. He's not a middle guy.
Yeah.
But anyways, what was I saying?
I totally forgot.
Oh yeah, at one party because he was kind of having a shitty attitude.
Yeah.
And so I was like, bro, this is what you got to realize. If you go into because I think it was the L.A.
It was the LA
It was
party,
the L.A.
yeah.
weekend.
Where
and I
was it? Cali Slide?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Cali
it was
Slide
Cali
9.
Slide.
So that was Skid Express then, yeah. In Chino.
No, it was
No.
it was
Was it Epic?
World on Wheels.
World on Wheels.
It was 3 nights. It was a weekend. It was
Yeah.
World on Wheels,
I know they had Sunday at Skid
Greenwood
Express,
or
though.
Green. Is it Greenwood? No,
Greenwood.
it's Green something. There's one in
Green
some-
Bay?
No,
What?
not Green Bay.
What-
That's
what-
in
what-
Wisconsin, bro.
Fuck. What you talking about?
Man, you talking about the Packers? Man, wait, what city was it in?
That's what it has a green in the name of the city.
Because I know when they did Cali Slide, I know it was World on Wheels.
No, it's not. What is it? Fountain Valley, I think.
Oh, Fountain Valley.
yeah,
yeah.
Fountain Valley. I don't know why I thought it was Green Valley.
Wait,
Whatever. Fountain Valley.
I
Yeah,
said
it was
Green
Fountain
Bay.
Valley the first night, then World on Wheels for 2 nights, and then the last night was in Chino.
it was in Chino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go, and he was only 17 at the time, so that
Yeah.
was one reason. And then I told him the second reason was because he had a bad attitude. And if you got a bad attitude in L.A., they start to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not jumping in.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
on
oh.
you. Like, I'm not doing that shit.
Yep.
Man.
And I took that so bad, bro. And then like a month later, I was like, all
And you
right.
came back and you
Yeah.
were like,
I was like,
you
all
know
right,
what? I
I'm
was
ready.
being an
I'm
asshole.
gonna
Yeah.
stop being the dumbass, and I'm gonna fix my shit.
Which is
And
good.
that's
That's
exactly
the
what
attitude
he
you
did.
got to have when
Yeah.
people call you out.
And you've again.
I was about to say a name, but I'm gonna stay quiet on that one. I was
That's all right.
gonna
We'll
say
get
a
into it
name,
later. We'll get
but,
into it.
yo,
Anyways, I know. I just showed you guys the video of Shaq skating.
Oh
Dude.
yeah.
Bro,
He's got moves.
it's so weird to see someone that big
With
Skating.
such good
be able to
balance.
actually move.
Good,
Like
yup.
that's wild. Like Shaq's 7'2". That's fucking crazy. Even thinking about somebody who's over 7 feet tall just blows my mind.
Or if
Especially
like you're
'cause
standing next to him.
Especially because
I
like
think
I'm from
that's-
Utah. The tallest person I've ever met was like 6'10".
Yeah.
So it's like out of state with people who are 7 feet tall for no reason.
You're like, God
And it's
I
like,
never understood
You
that.
play sports?
No.
Well, you play basketball? Well, yeah, kind of. Can you dunk? No.
I'm like, bro, what are you
What?
doing? Why are you here?
Yup.
Like if I was even like 6'7", 6'8" right now, I'd be in the NBA. Easy.
Guarantee. I was about to say.
NBA
I was about to
easy.
say.
And I was actually supposed to be about 6'4", but football fucked up my growth plates in my knees.
dumbass.
Shout out to football.
So, yeah. Gotta
Man,
love being
but-
an offensive lineman at 175 pounds.
Man, but all I gotta say, for being that big and being that smooth for
I mean,
that
we've
weight,
always seen it with Shaq. It's just wild to see him on skates.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird because, like, you see these celebrities, like, even, like, Mike Epps
DC
and
Young
DC Young
Fly.
Fly,
Yup,
like,
yup.
Floyd. Now.
Floyd, like, any, like, celebrities, you're like, you, like, because skating has always been, like, at least, like, in Utah, like
Yeah.
we talked about, like, it's always been, like, not the normal thing. So
Yeah.
it's just so weird to be, like, seeing celebrities and you're like, you skate? Like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
But
then
they're
you,
like
think back
fucking
and you're like, well,
smooth
they
with
probably
it.
grew up in a state that,
Yeah.
like, skating is
Skated.
the shit, you know?
Mhm.
But, anyways.
Well, man, for being the size of Shaq, both height and weight, to move that smooth on wheels.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
the plates just go.
And if you haven't seen it, stop this, pause it, and go watch it.
Go watch
Yeah,
it.
it's on
Go
Shaq's
watch it.
Instagram.
Yep.
And his skates are fucking sick.
They're
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
They nice.
I would love to see him in real life just to see how big they are.
Yup,
Size
man.
23 skates.
23, bro.
23
Yeah.
skates, that's like fucking huge.
Man,
I mean, that's a lot of room to work with when you're doing custom skates, so that's kind of nice.
ball.
yeah. Yeah, for real.
Big baller. BBC.
Big baller company, yeah, jeez, Louise. Man,
Speaking of big baller brand,
yup.
LaMelo breaks his hand.
LaMelo
I feel bad
Ball.
for him because he seemed like he was front runner for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
guarantee.
Like guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like nobody's even coming close in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's gonna
So
sit
many
out the
people
rest of the
doubted him.
season.
Yup.
I only doubted him because, I mean, you got to look at his family
Yeah.
in all reality.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times family, like you see the Plumlee brothers, they play pretty much the same.
Yep.
Like there's a lot of brothers in the NBA that
Yeah.
play
Just aren't
exactly the
the-
same.
yeah.
Mhm.
There's some that don't. Like Blake Griffin's brother is like barely I think he's like an eighth man in the roster maybe
Really?
on some teams. Like when he was playing,
Damn.
and Blake's an all-star. So,
Yup.
but Lonzo's been coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's starting to actually do some.
I
Some
don't
damage,
think he should have
yeah.
started in LA though.
No,
he-
I don't think he should have. His dad shot him in the foot.
Yeah.
In all reality,
Yeah.
because when you come out into the league and it's not even you, your dad's talking a bunch of shit for you. Now every point guard wants to come and tear your fucking head off.
I don't like
Yup.
him. I don't like.
I like where he's coming from.
Yeah.
It's it's just some of the shit he says is just
It's just
ridiculous.
stupid.
Well,
Yeah.
Like I heard a fucking comment from him like I think it was a couple days ago. They like asked him if LaMelo ever asked for advice from Michael Jordan because he's the owner of the Hornets,
Mhm.
and he's like, "What is he asking Michael for?" I'm like, "What the
What
fuck are you
the
talking
fuck,
about, bro?
dude?
This is the greatest basketball player that ever lived. What do you mean?"
Yup.
He's like, "He won a
God.
championship. How long has it been? This is a new era." Da da da. I'm like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's all up here. That's what Mike can
Yeah.
provide to players now. He may not be able to provide like on a talent basis, but up here,
Oh, yup.
oh
Yep.
my gosh, because that's what Kobe provided to all his young rookies
Yep.
that came in. Like you even see it with D'Lo now, D'Angelo. Like he came in the league trying to, like, basically emulate Kobe, in my
Yep.
opinion. But that's probably because his first year he didn't get to really do shit with Kobe on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But man, from what I heard, was it Sport News I was listening to, or was it ESPN? I think it was ESPN. I don't remember if it was ESPN or whatever it was, but they were saying that since he fractured his thumb or broke his wrist, whatever it was or is now, they basically removed him from being a possible candidate for Rookie of the Year.
I mean, it depends on how the other rookies play.
True.
Yeah,
If they're garbage the rest of the year, then
he still has
Yeah.
a
he
chance.
still has a
still has a
chance.
chance.
But if any of them excel, like Anthony Edwards, I think will probably win
Oh.
it now because he's starting to ball out. Like he's starting to go crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got the talent too. He's like Zion with better handles and a better jump shot. Like that's not a shot at Zion because Zion's amazing, but
Yeah.
you know he plays with that like same aggression, get to the rim, high flyer. But then he can shoot and cross people up too.
Yeah.
And then what's the kid from Golden State? He's a big guy. Wiseman, I think, or Weissman or something like
I
that.
don't know.
He's like 7'2".
I-
He's probably gonna get good. He's not super good this year, but
Yeah.
he's probably. I could see him being like kind of like a Karl Anthony Towns, the way he plays, type of deal. But, anyways, so where did you grow up in LA?
So I'm originally from the Heights, Hacienda Heights. So it's like right by Anaheim. So, pretty close to Disneyland. So everybody hit me up for it. I used to know a bunch of people back home. I had a couple of friends who used to work for Disneyland. So I used to get in free all the time.
Damn.
Yeah, cause
Wouldn't that be
It
some
must
shit?
be nice.
Yeah.
We do that shit with Lagoon. That shit's trash.
Lagoon. What's Lagoon? I've always heard
Exactly.
people say Lagoon this, Lagoon. What's Lagoon?
It's the one amusement park that we have in
Utah.
Utah.
So
It's
if
up
you
in
had to
Farmington.
compare it to like Six Flags, Knott's.
It's like in between a county fair and Six Flags.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like there's
Well,
some
it's pretty
decent
good then.
rides. Like there's some decent rides. Like Cannibal's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But like Colossus is freaky just because it's old and rickety and it's
Bro,
like
I almost
one
hit
of the-
my head one time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
when you
it's-
tall, bro,
yeah.
that shit comes right here. You're like, oh shit. Like I wouldn't ride that ride if I was like 6'7". No.
No.
You'd have to like do this
Yeah.
the whole fucking time.
oh, that would suck. That would
But-
suck.
And then Wicked is the one that
Decent.
is decent.
Yeah.
It's short though. Wicked like takes like 5 seconds. You
Yeah.
go up like 130 feet, and then you come straight down,
Oh no.
and then you come up and loop around, and then it's over.
So you know Knott's, yeah. So is it like what's that ride called? That Knott's. It's the pink one. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't do
Mm.
amusement parks.
I,
Roller
I-
coasters
I,
scare
I
me.
hate roller coasters. I hate roller coasters.
He's scared of everything.
But
He's
it's-
scared of. He's
You
scared of
goddamn right.
heights. He's scared of people. He's scared of.
First of all, I'm not scared of heights. I'm scared of falling. It's two very big differences. Okay, because I can go up to the top of a parking garage, like in when we went to Vegas. We were on like the 130th floor at Mandalay Bay, and I legit went right up to the window and was just looking down because I love being up high.
I love being up high.
But there's just like the
thought of
uncertainty
falling.
or not like being able to control me falling. Nah, I'm cool.
No.
Like that's why skydiving, nope. Bungee
Oh.
jumping, hell no.
I can't wait
Okay,
to
yeah.
go.
I mean, I'll skydive any day of the week. But bungee jumping is one thing I will never do.
Oh.
You have no idea how many times I've seen ropes snap on people, and that's it. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And that's the thing is, you think you're just having a good time,
No.
Next thing you know, you're dead.
You're-
and
you're
like,
risking
wow,
your
I'm
life.
falling for way too long. Boom, gone.
Yeah.
It's just like, nope, I'm cool.
Or people that swing. I don't know if it's not the Grand Canyon, but it's like I think it's someplace in Arizona.
No, it's in Utah.
Is
at,
it Utah?
it's
So
at
you know what I'm
Arches.
talking about, right?
Yeah, it's at Arches. It's the
Yeah.
one monument that we
And like
have.
you just swing. Ain't no
Oh,
way,
hell
man.
no.
If you pay a
Did you see
$1,000,000
Did you see the girl that broke up with her boyfriend because he pushed
Oh
her?
yeah, 'cause you pushed her, right?
Yeah. She's
Oh,
like,
she's like, I'm
breaking
breaking up with
And then he pushed her, and
you.
She's like, I'm done with you.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
and then he's like, oh,
Oh, okay.
oh shit.
man. But that's something I will never do. I will never
I can't wait
do
to go
that.
skydiving over the summer.
Nope.
So
I ain't gonna do it.
I would do.
I totally should.
I want to get my license for that.
So
I told-
how much would it take for someone to pay you to skydive?
There's not an amount in the world.
Not one.
Really?
The only time I'll ever, I told my girl this. The only time that I'll ever skydive is if the plane's going down.
And it's like your
Plane's
last
going
resort.
down,
You have to.
and I got a parachute. I'm jumping. Fuck it. Because it's either die this way or die that way, and at
Yeah.
least this way I kind of have a chance.
Jeez.
But that's why I don't fly over the water, because I think if the plane went down, I wouldn't survive. Okay, so if the plane's going down, right? If you survive the crash on land, I think I can make it through that. Like if I survive a plane crash on land, I have enough skills from going to high school in Montana that I can survive, right? If I plane crash and survive in the water, there's just nothing but open water. I'm fucked. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way I'm gonna survive that.
No, I feel like if that was me, I would probably have a better chance surviving in the water.
In open
the
ocean.
water.
I'm talking about you
Open
fly in
water.
over to like Australia or some shit,
Yeah.
and you get dropped right in the middle of the ocean, no sense of direction.
Yeah.
You tell me you think you can survive in the
Yeah.
water? Hell no.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
survive about 2-3 days, and that sun's gonna tear you apart.
Oh, wait, okay. Hold on. How long are we talking about surviving? Like a month, 2 months,
no,
or a
I'm
couple
saying
weeks?
survive to get back
Oh,
to
to
your
get back-
life.
Oh no, guarantee no, I'll die.
Exactly.
Oh, well, no, never
That's
mind.
what I'm saying. If
Oh,
you
well, I
are
thought
down in
more
the
like
water,
SOS come
unless
in.
they have been perfect about sending help to come to that location, you're fucked. There's
Yeah.
nothing you could do. I mean, even look at the fucking Castaway movie. You guys remember that movie with fucking Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I saw that and I was like, nope, I'm not flying over the water. Fuck that shit.
Is that what movie is that one? Oh, man, I think it was in New York where they had to do an emergency landing in the water.
Oh, that was
Sully.
Sully,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sully. Yeah.
Man, I could survive that one.
But that's the thing. That's an emergency landing. We're getting prepared for that. If
Yeah.
the captain comes on and says, "Plane's going down. Hope you guys are ready for this." Nope.
Yup.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about that story about a plane that landed 36 years after?
What you mean 36 years
No,
after?
no, like literally, there's a full like story about it. I don't know if it's true or not,
We're taking the red
but
pill
a plane like took off. Nothing happened after 36 years. and then it came back.
It took 6 episodes to get into conspiracy theories here.
So you're telling me a plane took off
Mhm.
and nothing, they didn't land, nothing was hurt, nothing until 36 years later.
Yes.
What's it called?
Can we do a research?
You research it. We'll keep talking.
Okay.
Because I'm interested in
What you wanna
knowing
do?
this. So you're telling me.
I mean, I know about the plane that disappeared, and they didn't
I
find.
don't
any
even know
wreckage of
that.
it. You didn't know about that? It was like a flight to China or something like that, and the plane just disappeared. Never landed. They checked the flight trajectory. There was no wreckage. They're still searching, I think.
How long ago was this?
It was like 3-4 years ago, something like that.
So,
It was a while ago.
man, that's crazy. So you're telling me the people on there just never to be seen again?
That's what everybody's freaking out about. There was like 200-something passengers.
Man, now what if it's like the Avengers where everything they just disintegrated into some other realm?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they flew over North Korea and North
Well,
Korea wasn't having that shit.
yeah.
Boom.
Yup, with nothing to be heard, nothing
Exactly.
to be seen. Yup.
We ain't seen nothing.
Just sweep it up real quick and
Exactly. That's what North Korea would do.
just,
I mean, not shit
So,
on
like, it
Koreans,
says-
but North Korea.
It says the mystery of Santiago flight that landed 35 years. The flight should have taken around 18 hours, but it took 35 years. On October 12th, 1989, without any contact with air traffic controller, Santiago Flight 513 was spotted circling the Porto Alegre airport, where it eventually made a successful landing.
man, why you on Snapchat? No, I'm messing. You're making this whole story up.
No, but I saw it and I was like, that's got to be full shit. And then I did my research and it's
That's legit.
true.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, that's wild. There's a whole bunch of different theories about
Yeah.
time and shit. Like,
Okay, hold on. Since we're on this topic, what y'all think about the Bermuda Triangle?
The what?
The Bermuda Triangle. I don't even know what that is. It's somewhere in the ocean. It's like, if you were to go near it, that's it. You disappear, never to be seen again.
that's what they
You
say.
fly
That's what
over
they
it,
Ships,
yeah.
They
That's it.
say ships and planes, they don't go through
Yeah.
it because things tend to disappear
Yeah.
in that. So
I want to give it
So-
a shot.
I think it just goes down, and then the waters are too rough that nobody goes searching. In all
Yeah.
reality. Like, I bet if the waters were calmer there, and we actually did dives, you'd probably find shipwreck
Everything.
everywhere.
So what's your take on flights then? On airplanes that fly over the Bermuda Triangle? They just
You
disappear.
stupid. That's what I mean. They go down. I'm saying they go down
But why would they go down?
because the fucking weather, bro. That triangle is like known for having crazy weather too.
Yep.
So it's like the weather brings the plane down if you're dumb enough to fly over the Bermuda Triangle.
Okay.
Weather brings the plane down, then the waters are so bad that they can't go out there
Can't
and
go
see,
on, so-
so they don't even bother.
And there's no connection over there as well either, right?
What
Or
do you mean?
there's like no connection,
like radio connection. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just because of the weather.
The
It's
weather's
like
so
it's
bad, it
fucking like
intersects with the
junction. Yeah,
signal.
it's terrible. It's a no-fly zone. I don't know why they don't just have that. Because they have like GPS up there, so it's
Yeah.
like, why wouldn't you just like, oh, I'm headed for the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Like, nope, I'm good.
around
Sorry.
town, around the world.
hmm
Man, but that's crazy.
You think a plane could do that?
What?
If there was a fuel station in the air, actually travel around the world,
I mean, I wouldn't doubt
like
it
in
because
one loop?
I know there's jets that refuel midair.
Yeah, but that's jets.
Yeah,
That's,
no, but-
we're
no,
talking
you
about
know,
big
but-
ass planes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to get at is, what if they have like a 747, for example, a big
Yeah.
ass plane, and it's just flying, and it has like a refueling on top, so they just come in, just another big plane just come and just refuels.
I mean, I don't know.
Like,
I said, it's a weird theory to think
It
about.
could be possible, but
I feel like it could be possible if you went in the opposite rotation.
okay, now let me
Of
ask
the
you
Earth.
this: is the Earth flat or round?
Round. Yes, we got pictures from
This guy
space.
told me it was flat.
no, dude, I was
You
a
think
flat.
the
I was a flat earther for a while.
But I mean, let me tell you this: I believe the Earth is round, but I have things to believe like, okay, maybe it is flat, but no, without a doubt, it's round.
Yeah.
100% in my mind, it's round.
It's right.
But now,
It's
now, now let
flat.
me tell you
it's
this:
not perfectly round. That's
it's
the
a
thing.
sphere.
yeah.
It's not even. It's not that it's a sphere. I'm
It's an
saying
egg.
like, no.
Okay, well, make up your mind.
No, it's like a like if you could picture this, it's like have you ever seen like a foam like dodgeball?
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
like chunks taken out of it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what the Earth is like. It's not perfectly spherical,
Yeah.
But for the most part,
but there's ridges and flat parts and all kinds of shit.
so
right?
it's a spherical object, but it's not a perfect one.
No, yeah,
Okay, correct.
it's not like perfectly smooth. Like to me,
Yeah.
like any planet is not perfectly smooth,
Yeah.
Mm.
but you can see it. I mean, even the moon, you just see fucking craters. And
Craters.
shit. Like
Yeah.
nothing's perfectly round.
Yeah.
So like there are parts of the Earth like Death Valley in Nevada
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Cali. That road is just fucking flat as
Yeah.
shit.
But
So
now,
it's
now
nice.
this is my thing. So doctors tell you if you hang upside down for a long time, blood will go to where?
your head,
Your head. And what will happen? If you keep doing it, eventually you will what?
pass out and die.
Die, right? So now let me tell you this: if the Earth was round, someone has to be at the bottom, which means that they're standing upside down.
What are you talking about? No, because the
Yes,
gravity
but
is
it's- yeah,
pulling
no.
in.
No.
He's
from
talking
all
about-
sides.
So look, he's talking. This is the circle.
Yeah, I
Someone's
know.
Standing here, and someone's standing
I know,
on the
but
other side.
that's what I'm saying. You got to think about how gravity works, because gravity pulls inwards everywhere, in all directions.
Yeah.
So anytime that you're standing this way,
Gravity is.
you're standing against gravity, and blood is flowing this way. If
But look-
you turn upside down, if you turn your body upside down, it's not because of the Earth's rotation. It's because of the gravitational pull that pulls your blood down.
Yeah, and that I brought this up because I had a coworker one time who didn't believe in gravity,
What?
and I looked at this guy and
You know what I said to him?
No, I'm dead
Let me
serious.
drop you off a building and see
No,
if gravity
no.
really works. You
No,
stupid ass.
I dead ass told him. I looked at him. I said, "Well then, how are you standing up right now, not floating in the air?" He's like, oh, "My mass, because I weigh so much that I just have to stay on the earth." And I looked at him. I told him, "Well, that's called gravity."
Like I love it when people like they're trying to win an argument, and then they just like make sense, and then they don't realize
Like,
they made sense, and you're like,
yeah.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right, just
yeah.
like
Exactly.
that. And they're like, oh shit, what?
Yeah.
I just got tricked.
Exactly. Yeah, man. So, anyways, hold on. This is back to my mind. So, your Vegas trip. Who else irritated you? I don't know why, but this just came back to my head right now.
I mean, this is basically the ADHD podcast. We just kind
Yeah.
of,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just,
yeah,
We
we
talk
just-
about
Yeah, it just came
we
to my
just
head.
ding back and forth between topics. In all reality,
Bro, they were
Yup.
trying to do shit in the middle. We all looked at each other, and we were like, "What the fuck?" Are
and
they
this is the
doing?
thing: is like, I probably will bleep the names, but if I decided not to, this isn't like a shot at them, because in
Yeah.
all reality, they've only been doing this shit for like 2-3 years, and they didn't put in the time that y'all have. In all reality, like that's why I respect people like you, Ethan. Now he's getting to that point.
Yep.
Jordy, those guys, because
Mhm.
they, in the period of 2 years, have evolved completely. Like 2 years ago, like his boys could barely skate, and that's not a shot. It takes time. Like
Yeah.
we've said
Yeah.
in previous podcasts, it takes time to get good,
Yep.
but it also takes practice. And if you're not there pushing yourself in practice, then it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna
Yeah.
happen.
It's
Like
not
if
gonna
you
happen.
just go and skid around with your friends and never learn
Exactly.
new
That's
shit,
not practice.
You're just gonna stay the same.
That's not practice.
Yeah.
A lot of people see that as practice. That's not practice. That's just you go.
And then you
skate.
see all city skaters doing different shit every fucking week. That's practice, motherfucker. So you can't compare what's Tyrone's thing? You can't compare lions to kings
Yeah,
or some shit like
something
that.
like that.
Aren't lions? Can't wait.
No, I don't fucking know. I don't know how it goes,
You
but
can't
you can't compare
lions to lambs. It would be the better
something like
comparison.
that. But that's
You
how
want to know the most gangster shit I've ever heard?
What?
And it came from fucking Dave Chappelle. It was something his mom said to him. I don't know if you guys have seen the
Mm-mm.
Mark Twain thing on Netflix. But his mom told him when he was young, sometimes you have to be a lion to be the lamb that you really are. And I was like, that's fucking,
Yep.
that's gangster.
Yeah.
I love what
that
you
shit.
said to me. You have to be willing.
You have to be
make-
willing to look stupid in
Stupid
practice
to-
to
yeah.
look good
To look
when
good
it
when
comes
it's
to
time
I
practice.
said that to
to
my
show
brother,
out,
and he
yup.
was like, "Since when are you like this?" And I was like, "Jacob taught me
You
that
hanging around with
shit."
me too much.
I was like, "Jacob taught me that shit." He's like, "Oh, okay, makes sense."
Honestly, that's the funny thing growing up. It was like what I want to do with my life, which it hasn't turned out that way, but it's all right. What I wanted to do
Takes
with my
time, takes
life, no, what I wanted to do with my life was, in high school, was I wanted to get to the NBA. And then afterwards, I wanted to coach and do motivational speaking on the side, right? So I have all these, like, mantras and
No,
shit
but
that I've picked up over the years.
You
and
have
so, like,
given me a few like
yeah. That's what I mean.
talks,
That's the way
like
that I talk.
one-on-ones. And this
Like-
motherfucker, he's a dude.
I
When
can't
people are
motivate
like,
some
"Oh, Jacob's a bitch," nah, bitches, you're a bitch.
You just mad because I'm not giving you advice.
Yep.
Hold on. Let's hear something wise from the wise man here. Let's hear a little something.
What do you want to hear?
Just
What are we talking about?
anything that
What do you
comes
want
to your
advice
mind.
about? What do you want advice about? Here we
Let's
go.
see. Okay. I don't know. I'll try to think so hard. Okay, just for the viewers and the listeners, just let's say trying to be entrepreneurs or just trying to get life figured out. What would you give them? Let's say high schoolers now trying to think about what they want to do in life. What kind of advice would you give them?
What I would say is don't be impacted by, and this is going to sound so shitty, but this is what my experience, and that's the thing is, like, everything that I say comes from my own experience. So if this isn't your case, that maybe don't listen. I'm not, like I said, I'm not for everybody. I'm for people who grew up like me, right? And my family has a very different view on the world than I do, right? And so even on Facebook, when all the George Floyd stuff was happening, right? I made this post, and I said, stop hiding behind your family's views and form your own opinion.
Yep.
And that's what's going to be the one thing that helps people get through life, whatever you decide to do. You can decide if I can go be a receptionist or try and be the biggest rapper in the world or be in the NBA or whatever, right? But as long as you have your own opinions and your own outlook on the world, people are going to respect you off jump.
Yep.
Like, it's not like, and that's where when people come back at me for my opinions, it's like, these are my opinions. This is the way I feel about you. And unless you show me different, the shit's not going to change.
Facts.
So that's how we roll. And that's the thing is, I think a lot of the time, like with Gen X right now, or Gen Z, not Gen X. Gen X is before me. Gen Z is like, stop listening to your family and stop listening to your friends. Because your friends are going to be more detrimental because maybe they don't want to do shit. Maybe they don't have the same goals.
Yep.
And it's not, I'm not saying you cut off your friends completely, but when they tell you to do something, you're like, bro, you ain't showing nothing, so why the fuck would I listen to you? And in reality, if people feel that way about me because I'm a broke 23-year-old, like, you don't want to listen to me because of my credibility? That's fine.
Yeah.
I say what the fuck I want to say, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't care.
Stop being a bitch and move on.
Yeah. Stop making me try and feel bad for what I said.
Trying to find this quote that came to my head since you mentioned that. It goes something like, there'll be more friends at your funeral than your birthday party because the majority of your friends rather see on your back or dead than alive doing what you want to do. So something like that, and which is true. So that's why it's like, why should you really care about what people think about you? Because at the end of the day, you only got yourself.
Exactly.
To be quite frank. Maybe and your family, if that.
Exactly.
If you come from a good family, or not even that, just family support you, you got you. But at the end of the day, everybody say they're loyal until it comes to come to do loyal shit.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me. I know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I mentioned it.
Trust me, bro. I know.
So that's why it's like, at the end of the day, you really only got yourself. So that's why you have find a passion in what you want to do, and do you live your life. Don't live someone else's life for you.
What I'm saying is, like, even on that note, like, aside from that, whatever your passion is, people are going to respect you more if you can back that passion with your opinions and views on the world and not be afraid of that, right? Like, it's not about, like, being an asshole, because you don't have to be exactly like me and be an asshole about it, but like, stay true to what makes you you know what I mean? Like, don't let people, because of opinions of other people, sway you from what you want to do. Do what you want to do, and if it works out, it works out. If not, you find something else. It doesn't matter. That's the thing. As long as you keep it pushing, it don't matter. So
don't get comfortable not doing nothing. Because when
one
you
of my
get comfortable,
oh, trust me, I was in that spot. Before we started
it.
recording again, I was like, bro, I don't want to do shit. I don't want to do nothing. And it was probably just because of, like, how everything went down with all that. Like, because honestly, that was maybe the one time that I questioned my opinions. And then I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, I said what I said. If people got a problem with it, and this is what I told Paul when he was messaging me back about shit, right? I said, bro, if you want to come on and say your piece about what's going on, you're more than welcome. And that's the thing is, I'm never going to turn down somebody for the podcast. It's more of like, if you got something to say, come say it. Come say it on the platform where it was said. Don't, like, I respect the whole message me back shit, but at the same time, like, say, hey, can I come on the podcast and explain my point? Then I'd be like, oh yeah, let's do it. Let's set it up. You know, it wouldn't be even a question. And that's what I say to anyone that I have maybe offended or talked shit about or whatever y'all pussies get offended about these days. Is come on the podcast and let's have a convo. It doesn't. That's the thing is, a lot of people see conversation as argument. That's not what it is. This isn't about an argument. This is about you want to show your side of the piece, and that's the thing is, I would rather have you say that on a platform where everyone who heard me talk shit on you,
back it up.
You can come back it up, and maybe you can change my opinion, or maybe we can come to an understanding, whatever it is. But like, I don't know. I just don't like the. I don't like the DM and shit, and that's not a shot at people who do like DM people back, but it's like just like don't come at me on a quiet platform. If you think that I said something wrong,
speak up.
Come fucking speak up.
Speak up.
Talk about it. Like exactly.
But that's one thing I realized out here compared to LA. For example, And I like if you keep it a buck with somebody, if you keep it 100, because obviously like if I fuck with you and fuck with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck with both of you guys. If you don't do something wrong, I'm like, hey yo, what's up with you doing this and this and the third, so I can keep you in check versus how I expect the same thing, keep each other in check. That's respected in LA. Over here, if you keep it 100, you're honest, you're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
Trust me, nobody knows that better than me.
Yup, and that's why it's like people over here rather have you be fake. They'll be like, oh man, you good, you good.
Man.
And that's
But
the
behind
thing.
your back, I'm gonna go talk shit.
And this is the thing. This is where it comes into context with me, right? Even with Dennis, right? When he quit, I told him because he was texting me, and I told him, I said, "Listen, I'm not gonna act like it's all cool, but I'm not trying to start no problems either, right? Like I'm not trying to swing on you at this point. That was before I found out about him putting up tutorials and shit, right? So like at that point, I was like, bro, I'm not gonna act like we're all cool and shit, but at the same time, we don't need to cause problems for everybody else there, right?
Yep.
And that's I feel like people are afraid to do that kind of shit, like to be like, yo, right now, I'm not fucking with you. You may be mad. It's gonna take some time to get over that shit.
Yeah.
So just mind your business for a little while.
A lot.
Yeah.
Dude, he would.
Oh,
he would
yeah.
be-
Hold on. Okay.
Oh
hold on.
yeah, we
I'ma
talking about
bring
what
this
Moses
thing
was
over
telling
here.
my
Okay,
ass
hold on,
at
hold
fucking
on.
Dennis's party.
All right, so listen. So I'm about to bring this up. I mean, it took me a while to get over this shit, but so there was this girl. I ain't saying no names, but you know, the first time I met her, you know, it was at what Monday night.
It was a
Monday
Monday
night.
night,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a members night, and what happened was she was just sitting down. I'm like, okay, like,
She cute.
oh, okay,
He comes up to me. He's like, bro, she mad, and I'm like,
yeah.
haul at her, bro. Haul at her.
So then what happened was they played a song. Ain't nobody know. Nobody knew this song. So I looked at her, I'm like, yo, excuse me. She looked, you know, and I was like, have you heard this song? She's like, no. I look at her, I'm like, see, ain't nobody know this song. Ain't nobody know this. And then what happened was a couple songs went next by, you know, I mean, I was talking about what kind of girls he's into, you know, vice versa, you know, and it's like I don't understand how girls want to play hard to get.
Yeah.
Same thing with guys. It's like if you like each other, why are you playing hard to get? For what reason? It
Yeah.
irritates me. I can't wrap my head around it. Like, what's the point of that? Like what do you both
If
get
you
out of
like
this?
me and if I like you, bro,
Do
that's
something
what
about
I'm
it.
saying.
Do something about it.
But that's what I'm saying. That calls back to our previous episodes of being brutally honest.
Yeah.
Stop fucking playing around and just be like, yo, if I'm into you, I'm into you. Or if I'm not, I'm not. Like,
Or
it's
if I'm
not-
into you and I'm not ready, let them know. Because at that point,
Exactly.
you just lead them on. Be like, you know what?
Exactly.
I like you. We can keep hanging out. I'm not ready, but maybe if you're willing to, we can keep hanging out until I am ready.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is communicate. And that's the one thing I tell everybody. Communicate. That's all it is. Anywho, back on topic.
Oh, if I can take your own advice, then.
Take
You
my
hollering
advice,
at
Dennis.
bitches.
Hold
What
on,
the
hold
hell?
on.
All right, this is over.
Yeah, I know. Just throw this down. Yeah, no, but what happened was, so a couple songs went by, and I called her. I'm like, yo, come on. You know, she gets up and comes over and sits right next to me in Alvaro. And I tell her, you know, what kind of guys do you like? She's like, oh, honestly, I've only been on maybe 2 or 3 dates. I've never had a real boyfriend, you know, this is and that. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, so I tell her, she's like, why you asking? I'm like, oh, no, I was asking for, you know, for a friend, you know, just, you know, because we're talking, it's on topic and we want to get a woman's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, okay, you know, and at that point, she went back to go sit by herself. And I talked to Alvaro. I was like, man, I want to get her number. But the way she explained it is, she said, I don't like guys that are up front. In a way, meaning
That's bullshit.
no, she legit said that.
She
She legit
said
said
that,
that.
bro.
No, she said that, but I'm telling you right now,
She probably didn't even mean it.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's only been on 2 days. I was like, okay, cool. Anywho, she said, if I don't like a guy who says, hey, you want to go out? And I say, yeah. And you say, okay, I'll pick you up around Friday, 7 p.m. We'll do this and this. She doesn't like that. So I basically reworded everything she just said. So I said, so would you like it better if I ask you for a number? You say, yeah. I say, would you want to go on a date? And you said, okay. And I said, well, what would you like to do? Okay, we'll do that. Now, what day are
For
you
a first
available?
date, yeah. For
Yeah.
a first date, I can understand that. But when you've known the chick for a while,
Yeah,
that's when you just take charge, right?
yeah.
Like, there's a difference between hollering girls up front. You can't, like, you just come off as a douche when you say that kind of shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll pick you up at 7.
No, no.
fucking
No. But the thing is,
stupid ass.
the thing is though, if you got to know her for about a week or two, and you've been talking to her and getting to know her, be like, okay, I'll pick you up at this time, so we can do this. Or it's something that they like to do. That's
Yeah,
a different
exactly.
situation. But she said she didn't like that, so I basically worried and was like, okay, what would you like to do? Okay, what day are you available? Okay, now what time do you prefer? You basically just said the same exact thing, just reworded it.
Well, that's because you asked her what she wanted to do first. Like, in all reality, you're basically picking and choosing what she wants to do.
Yeah.
So you know that she's gonna be down 9 times out
Yeah.
of 10. Right.
So after that situation, I was like, I ain't gonna ask for her number. She might be a little weird. I'll wait next week. If I ever see her again, I'll ask for her number.
Mhm.
Second time came. I didn't really talk to her that much. You know, we went about our days. Third time came. Alvaro comes up to that. I was late that day. I forgot where I was. But I came late, and Alvaro was like, "Hey, bro, she was asking for you." I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh, that girl that you've been talking about." I'm like, "Oh, so and so." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, bet." Yeah, go talk to him. I'm like, I'll talk to her at the skate, you know. Because honestly, when I go to skate, I honestly go just to skate. Whatever it is, skate good, and then whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
So what happened was after that, I guess it was that night that I didn't really talk to her. So she was sitting next to a couple friends. You know the usuals. Yeah, I ain't gonna say. I'll say names. Tyrone and Storm and all them. Yeah.
Yeah.
In their in those comfy ass chairs.
Yeah. With that, where they always at in the massage chairs, you know. So
BBC football players.
Yeah,
bro, they gotta have the
BBC. Yeah,
massages.
big baller company. Big baller company. So what happened was, long story short, I'm right there talking to Tyrone. So if the wall's right here and everybody's facing this way, and I'm facing this way, I ain't gonna see nobody over here, right? Because I'm facing towards the wall. So Albert walks by, he puts his hand out, and I didn't see because I was talking to Tyrone and yeah, we'll do this and that. So Alvaro was like, all right then. I'm like, oh, my fault, bro. I didn't see you. All right, peace out. And he just dissed me, said bye to Tyrone, Storm, everybody who was there. I'm like, all right then, bro. I see all this. You's a bitch. He's like, I'm a what? We take it outside. I'm like, oh, let's go outside. He's like, nah, I'm just messing, bro. And it's like, you don't do that. Like, if I'm mad, you say we go outside. Best believe I'm here. We gonna take it outside. Oh yeah. But then he comes back. I'm like, no, bro. Like, don't mess with that bullshit. And Tyrone's like, oh, yours are friends. You know, like y'all shouldn't be doing that. And then
Tyrone got up. Tyrone got up. He's like, bro, not
that's
here.
what I'm not
He's like,
doing.
not here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm not doing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm not fighting.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, bro, like, we can go outside right now. Because, like, a bunch of people that say we can go outside, oh, trigger, let's go. I was like, let's go there. He's like, nah, I'm just messing. I'm like, no, you don't do that to me. Like,
Bro,
like,
you
if you go
been,
to LA,
bro,
and
you
tell someone, let's go outside and say, I'm just messing.
You should have been here back in the day. Back in, like, when I first started skating, when Classic, because it used to just be the rink. Like, the other side wasn't there, and it was just the rink, and that's exactly how it was. Like, with Jordan and all them, like, when you say it's time to go outside, it's time to go outside. We about to bust somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I was chilling outside one time, and Jordan just came through. I didn't even know he was fighting this dude. Came through, picked this dude up, grabbed just by his shirt, threw him over the garbage can, dropped him on his fucking back, and started beating the fuck out of this dude.
Damn.
And we were like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then we heard the sirens, and we grabbed Jordan.
Yeah,
bro, let's go.
Let's go. We gotta go.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy. But, yeah, after he left, Tyrone was like, hey, man, you know, he's a youngie. He's still in high school, you know, so.
I mean, that's what I told you, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was like, you know, like, he's still in high school, so you can't really be mad. You know, instead of, you know, trying to fire him, you should, you know, help develop him, help him grow. Instead of being so mad, you know what, boom, this and that. But like, okay, well, now why is he acting like this? Okay, cool, this and that. But back to the story was, so he comes back, and after he puts his hand, I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, whatever, it is what it is. And in my head, I'm like, oh, why you still here, bro? He's like, oh, I'm going to get her number. And I'm like, oh, who? So I look over, and it's a girl I've been trying to get at. The girl that simply asked for me. He's like, I'm going to get her number. So I put my back. I said, oh, her number? Her right here. This one? And I said, excuse me, Tyrone, excuse me, hey, excuse me, she wants to get your number. So I legit put him on blast. And then he was like, oh, can I get your number? And she was like, okay. So he got the number. So after that day, I was like, all right, bro, don't talk to me. So that's basically what happened.
And then he came to Dennis's party, and he was telling me the story and shit. And then you showed up. And he was just so petty. I loved it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I love it when you get mad because you start to get petty as fuck. Yeah. And that's exactly how I am. Yeah, which, by the way, we never told the Danny story, but we'll tell that in a second.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just funny. Wait till you hear this shit.
Keep
going.
So, yeah, so after that, I was just like, don't talk to me no more, this and that. So, I think he called me, ignored, texted me, you know, I just ignored it.
He ignored me. I can't tell you
how
legit,
many times
that
I didn't
it's that
talk
petty
to
shit,
him.
bro. I love it.
Yeah, and it's like...
And then I give you your time. I give you like a solid month.
Yeah, solid
where
month.
I was like, all right, like
yeah, because I mean, that's the thing is like in LA, that's just simply broke code. You know,
and Jacob told me, he was like, bro,
you don't know the homie. I fucking told him this shit right away.
He's like, bro,
I came up and
like,
he told me, he was like, yeah, Moses is mad at me and shit. And I was like, I mean, he told me what was going on. And I gotta say, I would be mad too.
Yeah.
I was like, I done the same shit. Like,
I went home that day and I was like, fuck.
You remember Houston?
Yeah.
He used to come skate?
Yeah, how about, hey, what happened to him? He just fell off the earth.
He had another baby. His wife had his
girl.
If
you listen to this, congratulations, my guy. Congratulations.
Yeah, bro. But he used to be that to me. And he didn't give a fuck about it, though. he had a whole different energy. When I told him to make me mad, he's like, "Oh well, then fucking do something about that." I was like, "Oh shit."
Okay.
But that's what I told him. I said, "Bro, you know how many times Houston's done that shit to me." I remember one time I went into the fucking bathroom and they had the fucking paper towel dispenser, and I fucking punched that shit hard as shit, cracked it right down the fucking middle. I was so fucking mad because he fucking took this girl that I was trying to get at for
the longest
weeks,
time.
and then went to one fucking party with this hoe, and she
Damn.
then smashed him on the first night. I was like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Yeah.
But he used to do it all the time. I never understood it because he was the ugliest fucking dude when he was young. And this is not a shot at because he's grown up.
Oh,
me
yeah.
when I say this,
Yeah,
like
he's
he
grown
was
up.
an
Same with his
ugly ass
brother.
little boy. Yeah,
Man.
I mean he's a little he's a little dumpy still, but no, Houston, like that used to make me mad because I've always been like a decent looking kid. I was always the kid that was like cute to girls, right? But
Now you're fat as fuck and broke too.
it's a good thing I'm getting married, bro. I got nothing left.
Yeah.
No, but like he was just this like kind of chubby, like weird looking kid, and he used to pull in bitches like it was nobody's business, and it used to piss me off so fucking much. But that's because he has what I told you to do that you never fucking do. He just didn't give a shit about people saying no.
Yeah.
Like he would just go up, "Can I get your number?" "No." "All right, cool." And you just walk away and go to the next girl. Like it was just wild because like
Instead of
me,
saying, "Hey,
I'm
hey," and then
building
they
up
were
the
just-
confidence.
Hey,
My
hey.
whole fucking the whole fucking night, I'm building up my confidence to go ask this girl for a number, and then he's just like, "Can I get your number?" "Yeah, sure." "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
swiped another one. That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna start calling you from now on. Swiper.
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 Hey, that's his
Swiper.
name. Swiper, no swiping. Nah, but yeah, so after that day, I was just like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm gonna let him do him. I mean, cause I told him like when he applied, I'm like, listen, that's some grimy. I'm like, you's a busted, like that's some grimy shit. Like you's a bust, like you's a weirdo. Like you don't do that, you know. But then maybe in him, it's like I said, you know, we all grew up different.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't know what to do. You know, it might be common sense. Sometimes it's like, you know what, he's taking too long. I'm gonna go for the steal. You know. So I mean, maybe that's what he thought. He's like, you know what? Oh, he's taking too long. I'm gonna go for it. You know. But whatever it is, what it is. We squashing now, so it is what it is. But yeah, so no, I mean, I talked to her, but it's like, what's up? That's pretty much it now. Because I mean,
She
I work
did
for
the
them.
same thing with me. I was like, hey, like
she
whenever you're
legit.
free.
You don't want that shit. Trust me, I did that shit with a girl skater that you know. She's
Yeah.
kind of short, blondie.
Oh yeah.
Dates the disco king, basically.
Oh, you talking
So-
about?
Not trying to say names.
Is the start with the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we had a
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
like
yeah,
back
yeah.
in like 2017, I think.
For a while.
Right? Not for a while. It was only for like a couple months. But and we didn't even go that far. But that's what she was like. Like every time I hit her up, didn't want to hang out, couldn't hang out. Parents wouldn't let her hang out. I was like, bro, this is trash. Like I'm done with this shit.
Yeah. Do I know?
You might not know.
Yeah.
She doesn't really come around anymore.
No.
Okay, never mind.
But I mean,
Right.
she was bad. Don't get me wrong. I was happy, but at the same time, that was when I pissed off like 4 different people at once. When I started getting with her, bro,
Jeez.
because I was, yeah.
No, because after you, Jay fucked her, Jordy fucked her.
Yeah, you want to hear how fucking
Oh,
foul
hold
Jay
on,
is?
hold on, hold
You
on, hold
want
on.
to hear
Let's hear
this foul
this.
ass shit?
Oh my.
So this is what
God.
I was like. I was more
Are we
broke than
recording
I am now.
this,
Oh
or-
yeah, oh yeah.
All right.
No, Jay doesn't give a shit about his name being said.
Alright.
I know Jay doesn't. Give a fuck. This is how I know.
A
Jay
week
doesn't
later,
give a
they
fuck,
break
bro.
up. A week later, I hate you. Yeah, jeez.
Bro, no. So this was when I was like broke, living out of my car, broke. So Jay like would sometimes let me sleep on his couch, right? So one night after skating, I'm sleeping on his couch, and he brought home this other girl. Remember pink hair?
Yeah.
Crazy.
She
He
was
brought her
crazy.
home. He brought her home. I'm watching fucking Family Guy on TV. All of a sudden, all I hear is, and then I heard like he's slapping her ass, and I was just like, turn up. I was like, I'm not listening to this shit right now, bro. I was so fucking mad, and then I faked asleep while they both snuck out. I was like, thank God. Oh, fuck that,
Damn.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Jay's a savage.
That's
why I'm kind of glad that he has his lady now, because she calmed him the fuck down.
Oh,
a lot,
yeah.
bro. He used to be.
crazy.
He
was
used
a
to
pimp.
pull in bitches all the time, dude.
I mean, when you date a psycho bitch for 2 years, it's kind of what you
Dude,
do.
she still is psycho to this day.
Oh, I know.
Oh
Don't
my
trust me.
God.
I know.
You
I
know
worked
who
with
she
the
is,
hoe.
right? All right.
Anyways, back to a different point. What was I gonna say?
We were talking about us and the huge fight that happened.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So after that day, Dennis had a party. He came over. He was like, "Hey, we good?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, bro. Yeah."
That's what I love, bro.
He's like, "Hey, bro, so we good?"
Petty shit, bro. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we good. Just leave it. Yeah.
Whatever.
So like, I could.
That's
tell.
how I was with Dennis when he first quit and we saw
Yeah.
each other skating. I was like, "What's up?" Didn't even say nothing to him. I was just
Yeah.
like, "Nah."
Dude,
Yeah.
and I felt so bad. I was like, fuck, not Moses. Like, I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I need to get my shit with Moses together.
Yeah, because it's like the thing with me though is like I tell this to everybody. I mean, you can diss on me, whatever it is. Like I'm not gonna punch you back and take so many hits, but once this punching back breaks, oh, don't talk to me. You know, so like once he did that, I was like, okay, so that's how y'all roll. That's how you roll. Like that's how it is. Like all right, man, for sure. You know, and I talked to Tyrone about it. Tyrone kind of calmed me down. You know, he gave me his input. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. So after that, he came up to me. It was one night. I forgot what night. I think it was the third. No, it wasn't. We were skating.
It was when you came back from Cali. When you
It was
took
on, like,
like
on a
that whole
Thursday,
month
yeah.
break. Yeah, it was a Friday.
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, well, you told me you moved back, you piece of shit.
Yeah. Hey, in my defense, I said I might have moved back.
Fucking messaged him. I'm like, bro, I heard you moved to Cali. Oh yeah, I'm out here for a little while. I was
Oh.
like, are you gonna stay out there? And he was
Autocorrect,
like, I was thinking
autocorrect.
about it.
He told me the same thing. He's like, yeah, I might be coming back. And I'm like,
And then I see his
shit.
fucking car like 2 weeks later. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. No. So that night he came back up to me. He was like, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry if I did something wrong." I was like, "Nah, you cool, bro. It's just this and the third. You know, this is." And I explained to him. He's like, "Oh, my fault." I was like, "Yeah." So I dapped him up. It was what it was, but. You know, like how you say, like it's not like you can't be cool off the get go from that. You know, so it's gonna take some
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
So it's like if I show up like, "What's up, bro?" But it's not like I'll hold a whole
Exactly.
conversation with you how it used to be.
Exactly.
You know, because obviously it's gonna take some time to get back to that.
Exactly. Well, because
So-
it takes time to start fucking with somebody again. in
Yeah.
reality. Like me and Dennis probably just started, like hanging out again.
Yeah.
Like even at bowling, I was just like,
Mm. Yeah.
like I like not.
Oh,
like, that's the
when
thing.
he lost his phone.
you motherfucker. I
Hey,
knew.
hey, wait, you know who had it?
Huh?
You know who had it? I had it, and then I put it in. I don't know who shoes was, but I put it in shoe. I put on airplane mode so you couldn't call it.
Dude, I was
Bro,
like,
he was
I was like,
out.
who
I was
the
just
fuck
like
took
dying
my
laughing,
phone?
bro.
And then all I hear is ring, ring, ring. I was like, oh, wrong. I was like, show them more in. And he still couldn't find it. So right when he went up to the front, whatever it was, I was like, just put it back. So we put it back right there. I'm like, bro, like, what you looking for, you know? But,
Bro,
man,
it
that
was so funny. You can't leave your phone around.
After that,
bro.
you went from to. Like, you wanna talk
Exactly.
to
He was like, "Where's
nobody.
my phone?" And then, like at the end of it, he's like, "Man, where the fuck is my phone? I'm
Yeah.
gonna kick somebody's ass." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Damn."
Yeah,
Well,
it was
shit.
funny.
Yeah,
You guys always do it to me, so I'm used
bro,
to it
trust
now.
me, I've been getting that kind of bullshit. I remember this one time, it was over some stupid shit. Right, me and my cousin and my brother, we were all driving in the same car, and there was this restaurant back in my hometown called BJ's.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh,
And so
BJ's
they
is-
were making.
wait, BJ's is good.
Yeah, I mean they have one up in Montana. It's not very good up there, but it's probably because white people make the food. That's trash. Got no sense of seasoning at all. That's why kind of KFC is kind of trash too. That's not the point. And Chick-fil-A. Sorry,
Chick-fil-A is
ADD rant.
overpriced. Let's just say that for
It's
what
not
you
overpriced.
get.
It's
For what
overhyped. It's
for what you get, it's overpriced and overhyped. It's like a bites like, oh, I could have gone to
Chick-fil-A-
Popeyes. Popeyes chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A
personally.
is the in and out of chicken places. Like it's decent. I'll eat it every once in a while, but it's not like as
Your
good as
go-to.
people
Yeah.
say to. Now I will say their mac and cheese.
Oh,
It's
yeah, their mac and cheese
absolute
slap.
bomb.
Bitchin', bro.
They got me
It's so
busting.
What are you fucking? What are you, a white girl? That's bitchin', bro.
Bitchin'.
It's fucking bitchin',
Jeez.
bro. I fucking hate white girls. Even
Man.
though I'm almost
One thing I
getting
learned.
married to one.
One thing I learned is if you talk to a white girl, she from Draper Alpine, stay away. But number one, if she got Visco in her IG, don't talk to her. And that's what that one girl had. And I learned a Visco.
Oh, okay.
If you got Visco on your profile,
Yeah.
don't
Wait,
talk
hold
to her.
on.
Stay away.
What's a Visco?
So
It's
I just
like
learned it's like an IG within an IG,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. So it's
You
like
just
it's-
post pictures and that's it.
Yeah.
And people can follow you. Like you can't comment. You just like it
just
and
like
that's it.
so it's like an IG without
It's
comments.
stupid.
What kind of weak shit is that?
It's stupid as fuck.
I don't know where it started. You know, I didn't. Man, this is how you know Utah's on some other shit. I never knew what Nick Mo was.
What the fuck is a nickel?
So Nick Mo is a non-committed makeout session.
Oh yeah.
So what that means is,
Bro, I'm from
I-
here and I don't know what the fuck that
I
is.
guess it's a Provo thing. I guess it's a Provo thing from what I
I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of BYU.
about that.
Bro.
Hold on. Fill me in.
All right, throwback to our first episode.
First
I think.
episode.
Fucking marinating. Okay. So,
This is what the BYU people are doing. Provo people.
so, let me give some context here real quick. So, I learned this when I first came back to Utah. I had a thing with a BYU softball player, right?
Oh, okay.
Fat
Sorry.
ass. I was so happy. But of course, she didn't fuck because she was Mormon, which is
Yeah.
fine. I mean, everybody has their beliefs. It's fine. I'm good. I'm down for a good makeout session. In all reality, at least at that point, I was for sure. Like, I'm down to just make out. But anyways, so we were driving up one night, and she points up. She's like, "You know what that spot is?" And I was like, "No, what is that?" And she was like, "That's the spot where people go up and marinate." I was like, "What the fuck is marinate?" And she was like, "It's where a dude sticks his dick into a girl and just holds it there." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Your dumbest is just like,
Exactly, just chilling. Is that good for you? That's good for me.
And you just sit there.
And you just sit there.
you don't go further. You just
Because
put it
technically,
right
if there's
in.
no action, it's technically not sex in LDS guidelines, I guess.
Hold on, wait, what?
BYU
Hold
guidelines.
on.
Because BYU, if you get caught having
Yeah,
sex,
honor code.
you
yeah,
fucking
you get thrown out from
you
the
get
school.
thrown out of school, right?
Hold on, that's what?
So apparently, this is what I heard. I even heard this on another podcast, Flagrant 2. I think this was a Patreon episode that they posted on YouTube, like a clip. But they were talking about this, and it was like a former football player that was on, and he was like, yeah, he's like, I had teammates that were from BYU, that were from out of state, and that weren't like super Mormon, right? And they said they used to do it all the time. They called it soaking back then instead of marinating.
You want to do some soaking?
Jeez.
They called
Dude,
it
it's
soaking,
Hold
bro.
on, what?
And then I
That's
looked this
crazy.
shit up on Google just because I wanted to see like how real this shit is. And the first thing pops up is the LDS like church news,
Yeah.
and it's like epidemic of marinating at BYU. It's like epidemic, really? You're taking it that far?
cousin.
Because people are trying to fuck. It's an epidemic.
Yeah, that's
It's so funny,
man,
bro.
marinade. That's a. So where is this spot located?
It's up by the
Is it
the
by
trailhead
Squaw
of the
Peak?
Y.
Yeah.
No, it's trailhead of the Y. Squaw Peak is makeout point.
Yeah.
that's
So
pretty
you telling
But
me
I
so you
fucked up
telling me
there,
the
too.
Y is marinating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
Because they
heck?
don't suspect it.
You know,
Because you
well,
right in downtown Provo. They're not
Why-
expecting
whoever-
you to
whoever
just
thought of
hop
that?
on a bitch.
Whoever thought of that? Congratulations, because man, I would never suspected either. Golly, hold on.
Exactly.
What? Man.
What are you guys doing? We're just
I'm
chilling.
just chilling. Oh, okay, guys,
She's
carry
just
on.
on my lap. It's fine.
It's fine. Carry on. Oh,
Carry on.
We're talking about church. We're reading the Book of Mormon.
Could you imagine that?
Man.
And Vince just sitting on top of this motherfucker, just
Oh
reading.
hell no, that's disrespectful.
And Nephi
for
said
real.
this and this and this. What?
Man, see, that's I never knew about that.
Bro,
Dude, Utah Mormons are crazy.
Man,
especially bishop's daughters.
oh
I'm down with some
jeez.
bishop daughters, bro. That's a good ass time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, that's
I knew,
Bishop or
I
the
knew
counselors?
3 girls from my high school. I still know them. That bro, they were the wildest bitches.
Either they're
Ever.
wild girls or they're dudes that are like the crazy party dudes.
oh yeah.
So
Man, so
Bishop
now
kids.
my question is, why does everybody drive to Logan just to go party?
There's no point in to go to a party in Logan.
But that's what everybody does. Everybody literally drives to
Mm-mm.
Logan because I hear Logan's party city.
Bro, Logan, they start throwing parties up there because it's one of the few, like, I think U of U parties just get ratted out to the cops, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much any U of
No,
U
even
party
in
that I've ever
Logan,
heard of-
dude. I was there
No,
in
what I'm
October.
saying is,
There was a party I went to. Shit got canceled in like less than an hour. But that shit was
the shit happens.
packed.
That shit happens.
That shit
right?
was packed.
You know what's the worst thing? And this is when I used to promote for DJ Faya. You know who DJ Faya
No.
is? He's the one that does all like the 16 plus dance parties.
Oh,
Right.
that shit? No, yeah,
Thinks
no, I
he's
remember.
fucking the shit, right? We rent out this building. He's like, yeah, I'm expecting like 1,500, 2,000 people to show up, right? That's how many people showed up? Like 450. And they're all just, we're in this big ass fucking club. It was in Salt Lake. We're in this big ass club. And legit, half the dance floor is cut off with just people because nobody's filling up the rest of it because there's not enough
Yeah.
people.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
It was so sad. I was just like, bro, I feel so bad for this dude. Because he spends a lot of money and time like putting out flyers and shit. And he
Yeah.
just does not get the response that he wants. Which I understand. Trust me.
Yeah.
If anybody knows that, it's me.
Now
Fucking
since,
epic parties were trash.
now
Bro, I'm
since-
so glad you weren't around for the epic parties.
man.
I'm kind of mad that you weren't around because I was DJing and it was actually like good music.
He played some bombs,
But-
some bangers.
Nobody fucking showed up.
Wait, so who was DJing Friday?
Austin. He's one of Clark's friends.
Okay.
He's an old school.
He knows about music.
Yeah.
So.
I think he used to DJ at a club in Vegas. So
Oh, yep.
yeah.
I'll be
so
there.
he should
I
be,
will
he
be
should
there.
be good.
From 12 to 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
12
gonna
to
be
3,
fun.
Skate Connect.
Yeah.
Sandy Classic Fun Center. You can look up the location. Skateconnect.info if you want more.
But now since we're on a topic about DJs, you already know what I'm about to bring up.
I mean, let's bring it up.
Let's
Bring it
Right
up. Let's
into
do
it.
it.
So you guys know that we talked a little bit of. I'm not even gonna say talk shit. We voiced our opinions on the DJ Paul at Orem, and the video got to him. He said it got sent to him by somebody, which I think was probably Dennis. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I can see.
I told
Dennis
I
and shit
told like
that.
6 of the classic workers, and they came out to me on Thursday, and they were like, "Bro, that podcast, you guys are like I just love that you guys speak facts. Like you're not even talking shit about nobody.
that's the
It's
thing
just
is,
speaking facts."
Like we've always said, we don't talk shit on you personally.
Yeah.
There's nothing personal about this.
Yeah.
It's the job that you're doing. If you're doing a good job, we'll praise you. If you're doing a shitty job, we're gonna talk shit.
Facts.
Like that's just
Facts.
how it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm
We've
not
been
here.
like that forever.
Well, that's the thing is that's the reason why fucking Dennis quit.
Yeah.
In all reality, because he didn't want to do that. Because he didn't want to hurt people's feelings, which I understand. Some people are like that, but
It's totally
like
understandable.
that's not who I am, right?
Mhm.
And that's why I was in that rut for such a long time. It's because it's like, who do I know that
Doesn't
will
care.
just not give a fuck, right?
Yeah, ruthless. Yeah.
And I thought it was Jay, and then we did a recording, and that shit was boring as fuck. It was the most boring fucking episode I've ever been a part of. It was bad, and then that was worse than. And this is not a shot at Jay or Jared, but Jared's episode was boring as fuck too. That's because like for this, you need a personality. That's why like you are good on this because like you have a personality. Like I'm not saying Jay doesn't, but I think Jay was more
little
like
more
focused
shy.
on the camera and the mics and shit, and so he got a little more intimidated and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He even told me after the episode, he was like, "Yeah, that was kind of rough." And I was like, "Yeah, it was."
Yeah.
It was.
But it's good because that episode was when I was still really pissed at Dennis. And I'll have to show you
Got a
guys
lot
the
to
video,
talk
bro.
about.
I fucking went off. I started calling him a pussy. You a bitch. I wish you would do something,
Oh,
motherfucker. Like, I was going off on him. It was bad. I'll
And
have
then
to show you guys
a
the
few
video.
days after, he's like, "You want to be my co-host?" And I was like,
Yeah,
"All right,
exactly.
let's fucking do it."
Exactly. Because I was like, who else has a... And then I was like, you know, the third episode is our best episode. And it was me,
Dennis and
Alvaro, and
Alvaro.
that Dennis. So I was like,
If Jordy
Dennis
would have
isn't
been
going to be
a
here.
part of that, we talked
Bro.
about that, bro.
If Jordy was here right now,
Dude,
It'd be
it was
solid.
It would be.
Jordy, come back,
Baller.
bro. He made a post on Facebook that made me a little sad. Did you guys see
about
that?
Yeah, I saw.
Where
it.
he was like, I've lost connection with all my friends. Comment if you want.
Comment if you want to. Yeah.
I was like, hi ho, what the fuck? I was like, you ain't lost connection. You're not the one that stopped showing up.
Yeah.
Like, that's why
we
I say,
love you, Jordy.
if you
And-
see
and
this,
Adina.
come back, please.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like, it's not that we need you, but you definitely
It'd be
are
nice to
a
have
great
you.
addition to this shit. Because Jordy is one of those people also that just does not give a
Care.
fuck.
Yeah.
He will just say what the fuck. Like, he even fucked it up on the second episode when I fucking bleeped out. And we're going to say the name now because I think me and him have had conversations about it. But when I bleeped out Darian's name, when I said he couldn't sit spin.
Oh man.
And the fucking next thing that comes out of Jordy's mouth is,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I love Darian, but that shit's ridiculous.
oh.
Fuck me.
And I didn't catch it. And then
You
I
didn't catch it, and
posted
then-
it. And then I rewatched it. And I was like, oh, fuck.
I saw that and I'm like, oh shit.
God damn it. Whatever. It's fine. But
You
But the
better
thing
not
is-
do that this episode.
no, I don't even believe I know nobody's name. Take the fucking shit. Be
Just
accountable for your bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's what I've always said. Anyways, back to
Back to Paul.
Paul.
Oh.
What he said. I mean, I understand his point, but at the same time, what I told him is like, one, you can come on the podcast, and two, like my opinion's not changing until I see some real change.
Yeah.
Like one of the last messages I sent to him, because he was talking about how he has like 14 hours of songs and shit like that, right? And I was like, you
Yeah.
say all this shit, but then you play the same shit every
Every
week.
week.
Over and over, yeah.
So fucking show me something different.
Oh.
I was like, and this is what I told him. I said, if you come out and rock it, then we're going to fucking praise the shit out of you. We'll say, you know what? Paul changed.
Oh.
But
So then.
this is what I told him. This is what I told my girl. I said, but if you come back and you comment and you reply to my shit, and then you suck the next week you come back, oh, bro, you just gave me real ammunition to come at your ass. Like real ammunition. And that brings us into the Janny story, which I got to tell you.
that shit
this shit,
is.
bro. The Janny story. So, this was like right at the end of my hoe phase, my real hoe phase, where I was just fucking everybody, right? And She said she didn't want to fuck unless we were in a relationship, and it was one of the few times that I caved on being brutally honest because, let's face it, she was pretty attractive.
Oh, dude, she's so
She
hot.
was,
If
yeah,
you saw her,
she
bro,
was-
you would be like, damn,
I'll show you
I
pictures
wanna
after.
fuck you.
And this is the thing is
Jesus.
that's where I'll say, body, faces, she looks a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like her eyes just kind of look crazy, but she knows that. She's told me that shit. But anyways, so me and this girl, we start dating. We date for like 6 weeks, and then I started to just like not feel it, and then I was like, and then I got caught up because I moved back in with my parents, and I got caught up in the Mormon bullshit of feeling guilty for doing the shit I was doing, right? So I was like, I want to change things. Like I want to change things around and not be fucking everybody and actually get back to being a good little Mormon boy like I was in high school. Kind of.
Kind of.
Sort of.
But, so, I told her that we broke up. And then this girl hit me up, who had been hitting me up for months at that point, wanting to go out on a date. And so, she saw that I was single and was like, hey, now that you're single, you want to go on a date? And I was like, sure, what you doing tomorrow? Because it was Monday.
Yeah.
And she was like, nothing. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I go skating up at Sandy if you want to come with me. And she was like, yeah, I'm down. So then we go skating at Sandy. Jenny shows up. And she's mad the whole night. She's just pissy. Because, like, she's thinking, oh, he broke up with me for different reasons, da-da-da, right? So then she gets on her IG. Or no, it was Snapchat. And posts a story that says that exact thing. Like, when he says that when y'all break up because he says he wants to work on himself, but then is at the rink with another bitch the next night, and then put like laughing, crying emojis, whatever, right? And I was in the car with
her.
no, I was in the car with me and this girl were in the car together, right?
Yeah.
We cut out the name and shit. So me and this girl were in the car together, and I looked at her because she knows me personally because we've known each other for years at this point, right? And I said, I'm gonna give her she got her warning shot. I said, I'm gonna let this one go. I said, but if I wake up to some shit, it's gonna be on, right? So I woke up and she posted on her IG this story. I think it was like no scrubs. She was singing along to like no scrubs or some shit, right? And I saw that. I said, oh, it's on. So then I got on Snapchat and I videoed. I did a black video of Big Sean's "I Don't Fuck With You,"
Yeah.
and I did it right at the part where it says, "I just dodged a bullet from a crazy bitch."
Oh, gee.
Posted
Yeah.
that. Said, "Sorry, I don't
Damn.
fuck with you." I was like, "Just dodged a bullet from a crazy bitch. I'm so happy I'm out this shit," or something like that. And then posted it, and then she posted something else, and then she posted some like text conversation that we had where I was trying to be all lovey-dovey because we were in a relationship, and she was like, "When he has a soft spot for you." And all I did was comment underneath, and I put an asterisk, and I said "had," and she
Yeah.
got so fucking mad.
Salty.
And so we
Gee.
started going at it in the comment section, and then her fucking cousin started texting me, "Oh, you're a piece of shit. You're this and that." And I was just like, "Whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't give a fuck." I'm at that point now. I don't give a fuck about anything because I'm in that petty king mode of
Yup,
just like I
yup.
just want to tear you to
I
shreds.
feel it. I know. Yeah, I've been
Right.
there.
And so then like a day later, she texts me and she's like, "All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off like that." And I was like, "That's fine." I
I
was
hate when
like, "If
people
you
do that.
done,
I'm
you
still
done." That's the thing is me. I give you one shot, and then I'm gonna go at you until you give up.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna stop. I go hard, and that's where it was like that episode with Dennis, like or with Jay. You kind of see that, like you see a fraction of what I'm talking about. That's why I said I'll show you after. But bro, it was bad.
It was
But
hilarious as fuck, bro.
it was so
Yeah,
funny.
that's
People were
crazy.
texting me, "Bro, you're so funny." It was a great
Yeah.
time, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sorry, Jenny.
Yeah.
You kind of got the brunt of that, but it's fine.
Now
But-
she's with another white boy.
Yeah.
So good. For her.
But
All right,
anyways,
back
on
on.
to the
Anyways, hold on. Let's get back. I keep bringing up Paul's name because I got some shit to say. So I mean,
next. Speak your piece, man. Speak your
Speak
opinion.
it.
Like I said,
all I gotta say,
we
bro.
try and keep it professional.
Okay,
Don't say
hold on.
nothing about his character or who he is as a person,
Yeah.
even though
Like,
we got some shit to say about that too. But
I ain't gonna say I don't got no problems with him because we have had some problems in the past that you guys have been there for. He called me young, wasn't even me. You know, I pressed him, and all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, wow, you know, this is in there." I ain't gonna give everybody the whole story. I mean, he knows. I mean, we know. But I mean, all I gotta say is, don't come up to us and ask us for what songs we want to hear, and we tell you, but yet you still don't play it.
Yep.
Cause that irritates me. Cause it's like, I understand, and I read the text, and I understand, bro, that you just want to get some more. You just want to, what's that word? Like, you just want to broaden your music choice, what we like.
I don't think that's what he wants. I think he wants to. He's trying to, because I've seen a lot of DJs make this mistake, and I told him this, is he's trying to build up to a certain point, right? And I learned underneath the GM at Sandy, who DJs on Friday and Saturday nights in Sandy, right? Where they bring in, on busy season, 1,500 people on a weekend, usually.
On a weekend.
Every weekend. Like, this is consistent. Like, Saturdays, there's usually 800 to 1,000 people there. Fridays there's 600 to 800 people there, right?
Yeah.
So I learned under him, and what he told me was, don't ever do that shit. Like, you should come out the gate fucking swinging. Because building it up is only going to bore people. Like, you want to build it up for a couple songs, and then that fucking third song or fourth song, you just smack them in the mouth, and you go hard. And that's what Lacey does.
I was just
like, when
that.
I fucking got in the rink on fucking Thursday,
I was like,
I walked into fucking P. Diddy, some song by P. Diddy, and then She Wildin' came on by Chris Brown and Fabulous, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's about to be a good-ass night.
Yeah,
and that's what I told him. I said, you want people walking in already on 10 music. Because the music is so good.
Yep.
You know, like you don't want people walking in like,
this
like,
again. Let me get my headphones.
Let me get the same shit every week.
But the thing that irritates me though is, this is my biggest pet peeve with Orm Classic. Whether it's with Lacey, Paul, whoever is DJing, they always end with that bull crap car wash song. Or it wasn't me.
Well, that's the thing. It used to be only on Saturdays, and then they gave into doing it all the time, and it was just annoying. But
it's annoying, but I mean, overall,
it was a special thing for Saturdays,
yeah.
And then they started wanting to do it every fucking week, every fucking session. And I was just like, come on, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, now that's the thing. I probably used my headphones last Thursday with Lacey, maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
Versus with Paul, the whole session.
None of us had headphones.
Well, this is what I said. This is one of the points that I brought up to my lady was like, and we both agreed on this, was like, Lacey's night, we come, we get our skates on, we're out on the floor already. All right, we're ready to go at that point. Right, as soon as we walk in the building. Paul's night,
I walk here with my headphones.
Not even headphones, because we'll sit there.
Yeah,
we have no problem showing Paul, yo, this shit is whack. I'm not doing this shit. Yeah. That's why when I left on that one Thursday, as he was skating around, I looked at him and I said, this shit garbage, bro.
And that's,
it's not.
Yeah, and about that's one thing that I brought here from LA that Alvaro caught on to is like, we'll look at them, be like, oh, no, sir. You're like, no, it's not the vibe.
The sun can start. I can literally like be on the other side of the rink,
and we look at each other.
We're like, nope.
Psych, I lied. Yo, music is dry, you know, and it's like, just because, and Paul, like, hold on, bro. I don't think I'm trying to attack you or anything like that, bro. But I mean, I've told you plenty of times, and I've talked to you plenty of times. And it's like, just because you're behind a DJ, just because you're behind a spinner, doesn't mean you're a DJ. Just because you listen to music and have a DJ position does not mean you're a real DJ. Now, real DJs is, like, for example, my people back home, DJ Slides, DJ Randolph. Now, those people mix. No, those are DJs.
And Kevin every once in a while will mix.
Oh, yeah.
And Kevin will go off when he does mix. Like, when we get Kevin in the mood to actually start DJing,
he goes off.
He goes off.
But
the problem is, when nobody's there, then he starts to go into old school Kevin mode and starts to play seven slow songs in a row. I want to blow my fucking brains out.
From what I've heard. But, yeah, I mean, with Paul, it's like, yeah, we've had our differences, but for the most part, I respect him as a man that he is, you know. But now it's just like, the thing about him versus Lacey, and I'm gonna mention this. I don't know if you guys have mentioned this already in the last episode,
Doesn't
but
matter.
The thing is don't go talking shit on another DJ that's better than you.
Well,
that people want over you.
Well, that's the thing is, I brought that up to him, and he said that he ain't been saying nothing. So,
well, I mean, if you ain't been saying nothing, then why is it coming out of the person's mouth?
But that's what I'm saying is that's where I told him maybe you need to look at your inner circle and figure out who's spreading this bullshit about you.
Yeah.
Because that's what made us mad to the point. Because I wasn't even like, because I had thoughts. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go on the podcast and roast the shit out of Paul for his shitty DJing, right? Yeah. And then I got told he was talking shit about Lacey. This is what I told him. I said that's when I get real protective, and I'm not fucking playing that shit because it's a DJ that I want over you. And you want to talk shit when I don't think you know how to do your job. Like that's not
how it works.
Not how it works. And that's when he was like, I ain't been talking shit, da da da. And I was like, that's fine. If you haven't, but maybe check your inner circle because
someone's spreading
spreading shit, and it's causing you more problems than you need.
Yep.
Like,
and I think I was the one who mentioned it to Oliver because I went to Lacey when I was the first one. I said, hey, like, is it by any chance that, that you be able to DJ tonight? She's like, oh, I don't know, but this and that. But Paul's been talking shit about me. And in my head is like, whoa. Like,
yeah.
Hold on.
She said that in front of her face.
Yeah, in front of us. And like,
and we were like, oh,
no, like I said, I'm not saying that she doesn't think that that's true. What I'm saying is whoever's telling her that.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see, I would want to ask her.
Who it was.
Did you hear that from someone?
Yeah.
Or
did you actually overhear Paul talking shit? Because if you actually overheard Paul talking shit, now we can have issues.
Yeah.
But if you heard it from somebody, you can't trust that source.
Yeah, because you never know. Because then that person's going to be like, oh, I heard from this person, this person.
Because you never know.
There's going to be an endless circle of, oh, I heard it from this person to this person through the grapevine.
Well, it's not even that. It's even like, even if it was alternative motives.
Yeah.
Like, it could be somebody that wants to DJ and is trying to split those two
apart.
Yeah. So that one of them drop out and then they get that spot or whatever.
Like what they do with Paul right now. How he's saying he's going to take a break. And,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, you giving in to the plan at that point.
Yeah, and then you never know if it might have been true because, like, look at him now. He's taking a little break because it might have been true. Or maybe, like how you were saying, maybe it's someone from the inner circle or someone from just somebody who mentioned it to the point, like, I want them to break up to the point where hopefully, but where it causes problems to the point where they're like, I don't want to work with you no more. I dislike you as a person. This is and this. And they're like, I have my shot. But one thing about Paul is, like, you pay the same stuff every single weekend. Every Thursday that you pay the same exact thing, just in different orders.
Yeah. And that's
it's the same beat. The same beat to every song.
And that's where it's like, I don't care as much, like even if it was bullshit songs, as long as there's some kind of flow to your night, that makes it a whole better, like a whole different vibe.
But not when it's the same shit that
we... I'm talking slow songs with the same beat, fast songs with the same beat. Like, everything was the same beat. And I was like, yo, this is...
boring.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I sat there for a fucking hour on the bench. Because it's like, what? I'm not going to go out there and skate to the same fucking beat over and over again. Like, that's not...
3 good songs came on. And that's because we...
And I think I skated 2 of them and decided not to skate the last one because I was like, I'm already over this shit.
Yeah, but the only good song that I like that he played, the only song was a song that I always request. It's by Eastsiders, I Love You.
And he played that Pander.
Yeah.
That's what's annoying.
Yeah.
And even if he didn't play that Pander, that's what it seems like at that point. Because you've been fucking up all night, you know that we're mad, and now you're going to play something that we actually decently like. You know what I mean?
And it's like, you can't do that because, like how you're saying, how you can't play an okay song, okay, now it's good, it's getting better, okay, and then boom, a good song. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be, you know what, okay, it's getting good. Okay, now I like the song. Like, keep that vibe the whole time.
And that's the thing,
like Lacey does.
No, but that's the thing is Lacey has learned this motion, right? She's learned, but it's not. This is a problem. Paul tries to do this, and then slowly drop off. There's more build-up than there is actual action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lacey will go like this. Her build-up and her falling is very quick throughout the night.
Yeah,
but that's like I said, and this is where this is what frustrates me. And this is what I've been telling some of the people that have been complaining about me bitching about DJs, and you know who you are, but is I'm not expecting you to be an actual DJ.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to be an actual skating DJ. Like, that's not what I want. Not that I don't have anything against real skating DJs. It's just that's because everybody complains about anywhere you go. Most people will complain about the regular nights, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places you go, like even up in Spokane, some of their weekends, people still complain about their weekends, right? And it's not because we want you to be an actual DJ. It's because we want it to be fun. Yeah. Like, and this is where me and Clark had our difference in this. And we haven't really talked about it, but I talked with my fiance who works for him. Is like Clark goes to skate to work out, to get a good workout in, right? If it's a good night, that's a plus. But he has his headphones. He'll be fine even if not, right?
Yeah.
I go to skate, and I would say most of us go to skate. Because that's like our club. That's where we let loose. That's where we have fun.
That's our go-to.
Exactly. That's like we're not going to the bar and having drinks. We're not going to the club.
We're going to skate.
We're going to skate because that's our place of fun. Yeah. So when you have a boring fucking night, I'm gonna be pissy. Like that's not. I'm not. I don't like that shit.
And that's like going to the gym. That's, for example, let's say ours is going to the gym. That's like us going to the gym. Everything taking up. People on their phones. We're gonna get mad. Yeah. So now it's like. Lacey recently, she been doing so good. It's like you walk in, it's like, oh, okay, this is my thing.
That's why I wanted to go early on Thursday, because
so we can request some songs.
So we could request it, dude. I requested like 10 songs. She played every single one of them, and they were fucking good.
Oh, yeah. Like, well, that's the thing is like, But what I like about Lacey is that even if you didn't request shit, she still got a
She'll
good
still
set.
play something good. Yeah.
She still got a good set. Like, and you even got a little upset because she played, what's her fucking name? Sweetie?
Yeah.
She played the Sweetie Blow the Whistle remix, and then she played
The same exact song,
the
the
Blow the
original
Whistle.
song.
Yeah.
an hour later, and I was like, thinking, I was like,
It's the
she
same
needs-
but different, you know.
It's the same but different, but at the same time, I think she needs. That's where I think she could even excel even more. Is if she figured out how to mix those two songs together. Where it went flawlessly. Like if she started with the old school
and then
it
went to the
changed
new.
up to the
Yeah.
new.
See, now
bro, people would
that
go
I'd be
nuts.
cool with that. Now that could be cool with that. It's like okay, see what she's doing versus putting the new one and then playing the OG one.
Yeah, it's like,
But it's like one thing that I hate about Lacey, not now, but back then was she'll play YG, and then she'll play like Mamma Mia, and then she'll go to like 50 Cent, and then go to It Wasn't Me or Justin Bieber or something. I'm like, bro, what is you doing? You can't just
and that's what
get
I
someone's
said.
hopes up to be like, yo, what is this?
That's what I'm saying. The energy would go here, and then she would play something, and
All
it'd
the
go
way down.
way to fuck down here.
Yo.
But that's what I'm saying. Once she learned this motion,
Yo.
oh, her nice.
But recently, man, I haven't gonna speak. Lately, man, she's
Dude, we've been going
good, great.
ham. We've been
Yeah.
going fucking ham.
You know,
dude.
and for those who don't know what ham means, please let the viewers
It's
know
a
again.
hard
Hard
as
as
a
a
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Yup. And like
No,
Lacey,
you gotta say it right. It's hard as a motherfucker.
yeah, it's not
Like-
motherfucker. It's
like
hard as a motherfucker.
Like Bernie Mac. He's a hard as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro, we're already at an hour and a half. This is great. This is great.
All right, I want
love
to get
this.
your I want to get Mose's honest opinion about
On what?
the podcast.
Yeah, let's hear it, bro.
Honestly,
Because I just want to say this real quick, and this is gonna be so bad for me, but I am stoned every time I come skating.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Who was the dude that came up and gave me props right when we got there? Right when I got there, right when the injury happened on Thursday. What was his name? I want to shout him out. That's why I want to know his name.
Dude, I don't know.
well, you know who you are.
I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, but he came up and said he was a fan of the podcast. And
Oh, he works there.
does he work there?
Yeah, he works. Fuck, I forgot
Okay.
his name too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm terrible with names.
But he's the
He
host.
came up and he was like, "Bro, I love your podcast. I love watching it." And then he was like, "And I agree with everything you said."
You said, yeah,
And I was like,
Hell
Beautiful.
yeah, brother.
you're good.
and that's where it's like I said, it's just, I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
I want to
I
get
mean-
like
Hear it, bro.
I
I
want to
wanna
get your
hear it.
personal opinion because
Okay.
again.
Well, first off,
we-
how
we-
many episodes have you watched?
Honestly, two.
Okay. Which ones?
It's the one that he showed me. So it was
Epi-
the last one,
episode
5,
5?
and I think it was it 3?
Were
No,
me,
no. It was one where it was you, Alvaro, and Dennis. Yo,
Yeah,
yo,
that was
episode
episode
yeah,
three and
Dennis was
episode
like, you know what? I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so I'm not gonna say it in order.
Yeah.
It was that one that I saw, and
Yeah.
honestly, I ain't gonna lie, it's smooth. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
like
I'm not gonna lie. I've watched every single one. I'm not gonna be that person because I haven't.
No.
But the ones that I have watched, man, I like it because y'all keep it so blunt, keep it real, and at the same time, it's like you reassure the people.
Yeah.
It's not no hard feelings towards you. Like for example, the one with Paul.
Yeah.
It's not like you attacking him. It's you
We're
don't
not-
like
we're
the
not
way that he
attacking, we're just
DJs.
We're not
explaining
and
how
that's
we
what I
do it.
like.
Exactly.
And that's what I like. And y'all constantly reassuring. You know, it's nothing against them. And Paul, if you watch this, don't think I have a problem with you. It's just I don't agree with your DJing skills or stuff like that. It's nothing towards you as a person. I
No,
think
it's
you're
the
cool.
thing
You
is-
respectful.
No, we really like Paul. It's
Yeah.
just
That's the
when
thing.
it
Is
comes
I
to
think,
the DJ
I think
part.
I think if Paul was just a skater,
I would hold on.
Yeah,
Before
we
you
would
say
be-
that, hold on. You was literally in my brain. I was
Yeah.
about to say if
Yeah.
Paul wasn't scary, not DJ, I'm pretty sure I'd
we'd
get
probably
along
be
with
cool.
him.
Yeah, we'd probably be homies.
Yeah.
But
That's not the case. So
it's not the case right now. And I'm not saying that couldn't happen in
Yeah.
the future. But
I'm
what
pretty
the
sure it
main thing that
can.
needs to happen in the future is, like I said, you need to stop having boring nights. That's the main
yeah,
thing.
and then
It's just
if
like
he can change, I
if
don't know
he
if
can
he's,
go,
if he's gonna
if he can
DJ
have
from
more
now on.
exciting nights, bro, it could
Yeah.
be so much fun.
Yeah.
yeah, and one thing, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, Paul, that I don't have a bad night. Scare us to just look at us like this, like
Yeah, like we're the
Yeah.
fucking problem.
because that
'Cause we're
irritates
not.
me. Because that irritates me.
Because, like I said on the, I think it was last episode. It's not our job to request music. Now, some of us will go request music because we want to. Like you guys will go request music.
Yeah.
And I've requested music in the past. But that's not my job. I'm like, don't come up to me and ask me for songs because that's not. Especially if you're telling me you got 14 hours of fucking music.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you asking
Come
me
on,
for
us.
music?
No, that's my biggest pet peeve is now if you, for example, that's my biggest pet peeve ever. Now he came, I was there when he came up to both of you and was like, "Oh, if you guys have any music, let me know and I'll play it."
Mm-hmm.
But
I
don't go saying that.
I stood there and I was like, dude, it's not our job. It's
Exactly.
your job.
Exactly.
Like
I'm not-
we'll
that's not
request
me.
shit, but it's your job.
So-
You're the DJ.
But the
That's
thing,
why when like he left, I was kind of like, what the fuck?
And like I said, I stand by what I said when I
Yep.
said
Yeah.
if he DJ'd the same way at a place like Fuego, he would
it'd be
get
booed
booed
off.
off
Nobody
the
would want him.
fucking stage.
Literally, everybody would be like,
Nobody
And
would
that's,
give
and
a
that's
fuck.
not a shot at you, but that's the way you DJ.
Yeah.
There is not a crowd in the world that's going to be excited about that.
Yeah, not
Like-
saying that you can't improve because most definitely,
Exactly.
like
You
how
can.
we were mentioning, we're just in skating. It takes time.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
takes time.
So just like you and DJing, bro. I mean, I feel like it's not taking shots at you. It's just taking constructive criticism
Exactly.
and trying to fix it. Like Lacey, I'm not gonna call her out, but it's like in the past, I like when I first started, like when I moved
Oh,
to Utah,
easily.
I was like, bro, what is this?
Exactly.
And I've told her, and she literally didn't cuss me up, but she told me off. She's like, oh, why is everybody coming up to me to play music? Like I'm the DJ, I'm gonna play what I want. Now that's the thing. A DJ shouldn't play what they want, but they should play what the crowd wants.
Exactly.
And
Or you
back-
can feel the vibe.
Trust me. You think
Yeah.
DJing public sessions at Sandy, you think I wanted to play fucking Justin Bieber
No.
and
Yep.
Cardi B every 20 minutes?
Yep.
Hell no.
Yup.
But
and
you got to do what the people want.
exactly. And in addition with that,
That's
where I was going.
Jared that's what Jared has been doing. Like
Paul.
a Sandy on Thursday.
Sandy,
That
yeah.
Thursday I
Mhm.
came. Bro, I was so disappointed, but everybody was enjoying it.
And that's where I give him his props.
Yeah.
His DJing is not my cup of tea by any means.
Yeah.
Right? His DJing is all over the place. I'm not a huge fan of it. And he knows that.
But he knows
Right.
how to get the crowd moving, though.
But
That's the thing.
what I can't fault him against is that on his nights, people go fucking
They
crazy.
go hard, bro.
Like, I don't even like skating on some of his nights because people go so wild that it's like I had to break up a fight like
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago
2 weeks
on
ago.
on a Thursday. It was the Thursday that we went to Sandy. I had to break up a fight because
It was when I
Oh,
went
it was
to
it was that
Sandy,
Sunday that me and Dennis were the only two at Orem.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I came like an hour and
Later.
a half later.
Yeah.
yeah, because he went to Sandy and it was garbage.
Yeah.
But no, but that night, homeboy, Polly kid, I can't even
Moses.
say dude.
This guy.
I know. He was anyways, he was like probably 15, 16. And then this little white kid. I'm talking like 5'4", scrawny little white kid, right? And this is where I understand where the poly kid's coming from because this has happened to me on 100 different nights where you've been bumped 5 or 6 times.
Oh, you get
And then
irritated.
the 7th person that bumps you, you're like, I'm going to fuck you up,
Yup.
right? So he just lost his temper, pushed the dude, went to swing, didn't connect, and then my lady ran up, grabbed both of them, and so now I'm like, great, I'm about to get my ass kicked by these people because if they lay hands on her, I can't just fucking stand
Yeah.
by and let that shit happen.
Yeah.
So now I got to fight this dude, and I have one rule when it comes to fighting polys: don't, because their whole fucking family shows up.
Yeah,
and
where
you're
there's one,
fucked,
there's
bro.
all. Where there's one, there's
Exactly.
all. Yup.
Like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I lived in Utah long enough to know you do not fuck with the polys because they will
Roll
the
deep.
whole fucking
Nope.
family. Like, and we've seen them multiple times in Classic. My first week working in Classic, bro, my first
Nothing
week,
but 'em.
I broke up a fight. Not even a fight. It was about to be a fucking massacre is what it was. It was this white dude and 4 poly dudes. Because white dude was going around the track on the bounce side. He's going
Yeah.
around fast. And the daughter was going around trying to learn. And he just
Rammed
railed
her.
her, right? So mom came up and complained to us, and then he came up trying to plead his case, and then they started getting into it, and I was like, I'm just gonna let this shit go. And then I saw dad and 3 uncles walk up, and I was like, oh hell no! So I like legit jumped over the counter, like was doing this shit at first, and then I realized this dude is just gonna get his ass kicked if I keep letting him talk. So I turned over to him, and I was like, leave now, please. I was like, I'm begging you. You did not want to do this. Go. Like,
Yup.
you're about to get murdered. Not saying that probably people would murder people, but like you about to get murdered, right?
When you're at
Jeez.
5.
And then fucking this manager, who she is, like, she's like the liberal, like, how do I say this? Let's just say, we'll just give it a category. She listens to a lot of Lizzo,
Okay.
right? She's a bigger girl. She listens to a lot of Lizzo. She's one of those like feminist kind of girls,
Mhm.
right? She comes up, chokeholds this guy, drags him out to the fucking parking lot, and says, "Get in your car and leave." And he's like, "My
Oh.
shoes are still inside." She goes, "I don't give a
Okay.
fuck.
Yeah.
Go." And I was like, "Damn."
Damn.
And then I
Damn.
gave like the poly family like some free skates and some skate mates or some shit, and like, and I was like, "Sorry, bro. I hate white people too."
I hate my kind. I'm not even.
Bro, that's I say that all the
No.
time. White people fucking piss me off more than anybody.
Yup. And hold on. Back
Especially
to
in Orem.
I actually wanted to ask you about.
Especially
I wanted
Norm.
you to share your opinion about what you did at the bowling alley with the whole white privilege thing, because I think it's a genius opinion.
Okay, so
'Cause
my-
you didn't
I
hear
was
this.
having a
This
talk
was
with my
no,
This
cousin.
was a conversation between me and
Yeah.
And, yeah.
and BBC and
Yeah. Big black company. Don't get it twisted now. No, but I want to say one thing about Paul real quick that's been on my head.
What's
so
up?
it's like how he went to you guys was like, you know what? You guys have any music? Let me know. So it's like, don't go saying that, and we're gonna take you up, because he told me that one time,
Mm-hmm.
and I told him, but didn't play it.
Oh yeah.
So now it's like, don't go having us do your job and having us give you music when you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Oh yeah.
Feel me? Anyways, back to the
No,
conversation
okay.
which we
So
had.
on that, real quick, I just want to share this last thing, right? So the one thing about Paul's conversation that pissed me off, and I called him out on it right on the spot because I don't play that shit, was, and I told you guys this before we started, but I kind of want to reiterate just so that it's under the understanding, right? He said something along the lines of, it's just weird to see someone who loves the skating culture so much, but doesn't do anything for it.
Pause. Ain't no skate culture up in Utah. I'll tell you that
There's
much.
a skate community, there's not
There's
skate
a-
culture.
There's a skate community, and within that
But-
community, what we have, there is culture. Now within
Yeah.
that Paul as a culture, ain't no skate culture. You want skate
Oh,
culture?
okay.
Go to LA. Go to
So-
Atlanta.
So, all that aside, right? And then you don't really know this because you weren't around during when I was actually doing shit to try and
Yeah.
because, and that's where when I've gotten to the space where I'm at now, I'm just like fuck it, I don't even care anymore,
Yeah.
right? Because I've tried fucking all different types of things, and that's what I told him. I said, bro, I know you probably don't know this because you're new to this shit, but I've been doing this shit for the past 5 years. I've been trying to build this skating community for the past 5 years. I've had the same conversations I'm having with you right now with DJs back then. You remember DJ Carangella?
Yeah.
Like, me and him had those exact same conversations of like, bro, your night is trash right now.
Yeah.
Like, you got to play better shit.
Yeah.
And he did, because he's that type of dude. He's amazing. I wish he would come back, honestly. And, like, I just hate when people try and test that shit with me. Like,
It's annoying.
it's like people who try and test me with basketball. It's like, bro, I've been playing this game since I was 2 years
AKA
old.
Dennis. I love you, Dennis, but you'll never win a game against us. I'll tell you that much right now.
Bro.
I love you, Dennis. I love you.
Dude, the one day that you didn't show up, bro, I got him so bad on a cross, bro. There was these 3 kids at the other side of the court watching us play one-on-one, and I hit him with like I call it the T-Mac crossover,
Yeah.
where you like jump into it, right? And
Oh,
you do,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this
So, you
shit,
know,
right?
half cent,
So I did a
yeah.
left, and he bit on it real hard, right? So I was like, oh, yeah, I got him. So then I went cross back over, and he goes, doesn't drop, but he's just like, and like
Yeah.
stutters back, and all the kids in the other side of the court, oh, shit! I was just like laying up by him. I was like, what's good, bro? Because this was right after he
Yeah.
fucking quit, so I was already mad. So I was like, what's good? What's good, bro? What you gonna do?
Damn, but I ain't gonna lie. When we did play with Dennis, he had a couple of good shots, and
No, Dennis has a good game,
yeah.
but
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I look at him, I'm like, Dennis, what the hell? Like, people short of him getting boards over him, missing layups.
bro, that
But I ain't
makes
gonna
me
lie.
so mad, bro.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. After those like missed rebounds or missed layups, he would make a couple shots. I'm like, okay, he made up for it. He made up
Yeah,
for it.
no,
so.
he was. We had to coach Dennis a little bit in basketball because there was a couple times where I give him
Yeah.
like perfect passes right in the paint, and he would step back and shoot a fucking fadeaway. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, go lay that shit up. You 5 inches taller than everybody here.
Yep. But for the most part, I ain't gonna lie. If you want someone fun to play with just an overall good time, Dennis is the go-to.
Yeah,
Personally,
he's
'cause
that guy
he-
that talks shit that doesn't really
Dude,
know
yeah.
how to play, so it's fun to play with him.
Funny.
Which, by the way, speaking of talking shit, do you remember that one?
That one black guy?
dude? Bro.
Man, I almost
Dennis
hold
thought
on.
I was actually mad at him, and I was just like, no, bro, we're just talking shit. Because that's
Yeah.
how I am. Like, when I play, I talk shit. You know that. I'm talking shit the whole fucking game.
But that's because
I'm like, oh, yeah, that's Splash. What you want about that?
But that's because you can back it up.
No, even if, that's the thing, is, even if I'm not backing it up, I'm still talking.
But for
Like,
the most
there will
part,
be
you
times
can.
where I'll come down.
Yo.
No, I'm just saying, like, you've seen this, I'll come down, and you're like, shoot a bitch. And I was like, all right, bet. And I
Yo,
shoot it,
shoot it.
bring it, and I'm like, that's all right, I'll get it next time.
Yeah.
Like,
Man.
and so, like, when he was talking and saying, nobody could guard me, I, like, walked, like, halfway on the court. I said, wait till I get on the motherfucking court.
Yup.
And Dennis was, like, grabbing me. He's like, yo, chill. I was like, what to chill for? We just talking shit. That's what we do.
Sounds like Jacob.
Man,
That's how I get. I've only been, like, fight mad once playing, like, rec ball.
Right, yup.
And that was because this little 16-year-old kid that I'd been playing with every week decided to try and test me. And I was like, homeboy, you don't know who you fucking with right now. Like, I will fuck you up right now.
Yo.
I don't
No.
care if you're a little 16-year-old. I
Yeah,
don't give
bro.
a shit.
But back to the bowling alley, man. I mean, I was talking to my cousin about this, and I don't know if I'm gonna get shit for this, but
No, you're not.
this is just an opinion, and I want you to think about this.
That's the
because
thing. Come
I don't
in this with
believe-
an open mind, because a lot of these liberal fucks can't do
Yeah.
that kind of shit, and that's
'Cause-
what's annoying about it.
Because this is my thing. I don't believe in white privilege. I don't. Now, do you believe in white privilege? Be honest.
No.
Why not?
Just
I love that. I love that minorities don't believe in white privilege, but white people definitely do. Because I
Yeah.
definitely don't believe in white privilege. But that's because I have a different definition. Anyways, go on.
no, just the fact that like we were talking about this in Vegas. When you're sending to a white person and a black person, you like, let's just say you're just standing there. Who are you gonna trust more?
Me, black people. Honestly.
Black people?
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
I don't trust white people.
I don't trust white people.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like
Okay.
the real with you.
Now, let me tell you this question real quick, because I had this conversation with somebody before, this exact conversation. And be honest, if you were a cop, let's say you both are cops, you've had 10 years plus experience, in the cop side, department, whatever it is. Now, let's say you pull someone over, a white male, say 25, suit, nice BMW, fresh cut.
25?
Yeah, like 20.
I mean, that motherfucker might be a serial killer.
Or it's just daddy's money. Or it's
It
just
could-
daddy's money.
Okay, daddy's money, that's
okay.
different.
Let's change
I
that.
get the scenario. I just had to throw that.
Okay. You know what I'm trying to say, though,
Yeah,
right?
no, I know what you're saying.
So, all right, all bullshit aside, what would you think? Or let's say 25 to 30-year-old male, looks successful, wears a nice suit, fresh cut, just a nice Beamer or Mercedes. What would you guys think? If you pulled them over.
I would think daddy's boy.
Okay.
That's exactly what would go in my head.
Okay.
But that's just because of how I was raised.
Okay.
About it.
Now let's say this. Now let's say if you're like, registration, whatever it is, and he's reaching for stuff, getting fidgety, would you really care?
No.
All right. Okay. Now, why is that? Be honest. Now, why is that? No. Now, why would
I can't say it. I can't say it.
Okay. Because you see he's fidgeting around. You're like, okay. It's like, it's taking a little longer than usual. And he's still fidgeting. I'm pretty sure you'll just wait, right? Why is that?
It's honestly because of how he looks. Because I'm gonna be 100% honest with
Yeah.
you.
Exactly.
I've had cops put their hand on their gun when I've been reaching for my shit.
It happened to me like 2 weeks ago.
Like
when I
that's
told you I
where
got pulled
that's where
over.
I think it should change to like. Maybe it's not white privilege. It's just privilege in general.
In general.
Like, but the reason why white privilege is a thing is because when you are white and privileged, you get treated 100% better than if you're minority and privileged.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
any sense.
Yeah, and we'll get to this later, but our definition of white privilege is different. But we'll touch on that in a bit. But it's like, now, why would you think that?
And what,
Like, for example, let's say you pull him over, he's a white male, 25 to 30. He looks real successful.
Mhm.
He looks at his own business, whatever it is. If he's reaching for stuff around, he's like taking longer than usual, how come we wouldn't care?
that's just how people grew up. Like, that's how I've seen it my whole life. They just,
Okay.
you know,
Now answer this.
it's happened to me before.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay, now answer this. You're a cop still. You pull over a black male, slam BMW, 2005 BMW, slam, tinted windows, black male, tank top, bumping music. Now, if you ask him for your ID and he's fidgeting around, what would you do?
I mean, this is where you got to talk about culture influence as well.
Yeah.
And this is one thing that pisses me off, and this is where I think the change should happen.
Yeah.
Right? Is that historically, minorities have always been viewed as the gangsters, the thugs in pop culture, right?
Mhm.
Every movie that you see, every music video that you see, anything like that, minorities are usually viewed as the harder thugs, gangsters, all that kind of shit. So if a cop that's grown up in Utah has only seen that type of shit and he's in that scenario, he's going to get nervous.
Exactly. So what do you think he would do? Well,
put his hand
on his gun, right? But why not with the male, with the white male? He'll probably just wait for it, wait a couple of seconds. Oh, he's taking a little long. He's probably looking for it. Versus a black man, he's going around. First thing someone would do is what? Put their hand on their gun.
Mm-hmm.
And that's automatically what they do because what? That's what they hear. That's what they see. So
Exactly.
they automatically think, oh, a black male, regardless how old, he's in a slam beamer. Look at his environment. Oh, he's probably a thug. Probably has a weapon.
That's something
And
I've
that's-
never.
And that's what cops usually think. And I have an example of that. When I first met Alvaro, he wanted to go to Fuego, but the OG Fuego.
Yeah.
And that night we were just passing through. Remember the girls right there, and I did a couple of donuts, and we took off, went to a little kind of like what was it? It was like a
It was an enterprise thing,
Oh,
where
okay.
you rent cars. Yeah.
yeah. So we just pulled into right there. It was an open parking lot. 2 cops roll up, whatever it was. Growing up in LA, when I would get pulled over, hands go where? On the steering
On
wheel.
the steering. I saw
So-
that,
so-
and I asked him, and I was like,
Why'd
"Why'd you do that?" He's like, I grew up in it. Like,
Yeah,
And that's the thing is,
and that's how it is.
I even said this, and this goes like this is just the ADD swinger, but that's what I said about Jordy in the second episode. I think
when you
was
guys were
like
in
when you
Cali,
grow up
or-
when you grow up in different places, you have different looks on what goes on.
Yeah.
Right. Him growing up in LA, he's looking around saying, okay, it's starting to get a little sketchy. I'm going to take anything that makes me off, makes me a target off. Right.
Yeah.
which is what he did to
Which
you.
is what he told me to do. Right. And so
Yeah.
that's the same thing. Is like you don't even think about it because that's not the world that you grew up in.
Yeah.
The world he grew up in, he has to do that
Yeah.
because people are fucked up. In all
Yeah.
reality.
And then so there was 2 cops, so 2 units. So one guy comes talks to me, have my hands up. And one guy goes talks to Alvaro. He did the same thing. The cop was like, "Oh, well, why are you doing it? Put your hand down." And I'm just right there like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, I'll just keep my hands up." Like, okay, it is what it is.
And
So-
that was at the time when I didn't have my license, where I was just screwing around, driving around, like
they let
didn't have a
him go.
license. They let me go.
And both of that after that, they both give me a hard time. Like, why you here? And once I told them, oh, I came here to be, go to the fire academy. I'm in EMT school. This is and that. And
They
like,
treated him with so
okay.
much respect. After
Yeah, after that,
Yeah,
they're
after
like,
that.
okay,
Yeah.
I see.
And that's the
Give
thing
me a
is I
warning.
don't like that. I hate that. Cops shouldn't have that.
Yeah, and it's
There
like,
shouldn't be, and that's where the whole what happened last March or during the summer or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was, but with that, it's like that shouldn't even be going through your head.
Yeah.
In reality. Like that, like the whole privilege shit and like cops getting off for killing people and shit like that. That's ridiculous. That
Yeah.
shouldn't even be a question.
Yeah.
You kill somebody, you go to jail. That's what it should
yeah,
be.
but yeah.
And that's the problem right now is that nobody's being held accountable, so they feel like they have free reign.
Yeah, now let me ask you this question. Do guns kill people? Who kills people?
Fucked up people with guns.
People with guns. Everybody's like, oh, you have a gun. You shouldn't be able to have a gun because guns kill people. Nah, a gun don't pull a trigger itself.
If
A
you look at
person kills a
if you
person,
look
a gun
at
kills a
real
person.
low crime areas,
Mhm.
they're usually in areas that are highly gun populated.
Mhm.
Like in Montana, there's hardly any break-ins or anything like that because
Or
they
Texas.
know exactly because they
Everybody's
know
strapped.
you come in that house, you can get blown the
Boom.
fuck away.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yep.
not a question.
Yep, that's true. Now back to my question was, now does he have white privilege? Do you think that, let's say because like I said, you guys are cops, you pull up that white male 25, nice car, just nice, fresh cut, versus that black male tank top, bumping music, got some subs, slam drive. Do you think that's white privilege?
It's white privilege based on years of misrepresentation.
Okay,
Yep.
In all reality,
but I see it, and I'll give another example right now.
No,
But
use your
I,
example.
I don't think
No,
that's
use your
white privilege.
example
I
from-
think that's racism.
oh, exactly.
So it's not white privilege because my cousin grew up, in a housing, that's what they call it, kind of like the PJs.
Mhm.
And it's like, get a bunch of white friends that roll with them, they're all polys. They roll with them, they're all a bunch of white guys. So when they got busted, they don't care if you was white, yellow, purple, pink. If you was there, you get treated with the same respect. So where's their white privilege? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's like, let's say you work at let's say it's a law firm. Let's say a law firm, for example, ran by the white man.
No, use the bowling alley because that's the lowest. In all reality, I'm not saying this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to shit on bowling alley employees, but that's like way lower than corporate because corporate you get into weird degrees and
Yeah.
all types of shit,
Yeah.
right? So there's way more that they can use to play into that.
Yeah.
But your example with bowling alley, I think, was
Yeah.
genius.
So was it the one that I was like thinking about? If you want to work at a bowling alley with all white people, which is what basically was all white people at the bowling alley we went
Yeah.
to. So let's say Jacob applied for a job. I'm not applying for a job. There's only one spot open. He comes dressed nice. I come dressed nice. You look at our records, both clean, right? Now let's say if you interview, if honest opinion, if you didn't know me or him, you saw how I was dressed and how he was dressed. Let's say he's in a suit. You see how I'm dressed, and you interview both of us. Who are you most likely to hire?
If you have an all white crew, who are
Yeah,
you most
all
likely to
white
hire?
crew. You're not gonna have a brown person.
See, that's the thing. That's how people think.
yeah.
That's how people think. I grew up with black people. I grew up
Yeah.
with, I grew up in a different culture in Chile where gang violence, guns, weed, like I grew up in that shit. But white people, I've never trusted white people, especially
'cause
because of my past.
You want to know why? It's because going back to his shit about the Cali shit.
Yeah.
Like, white people are very snaky.
Oh no, Garrett, hands down.
And it's rare. And I'm not to toot my own horn, but toot.
Yeah.
It's rare to find someone who's as honest as I am as
Yeah.
a white person. And that's not like I said, I'm not a huge fan of white people, but like you know, that's just something I don't
If I,
fuck
if
with.
I
No.
could pick, you know, like I said, if you had a white person and a black person standing right in front of you, who would you trust more? I would go with the black
I would
person.
go a black person because
I would
I mean,
go
Oh,
with the
yeah.
black
I grew up
person
with
no
the
matter
majority
what.
of color,
Oh yeah.
especially in the skinny community. It's like everybody's so quick to judge, but not so quick to actually get to know them. Everybody
Mhm.
back home, oh, they're the coolest people there. I'd rather trust a black person than a white.
Yeah.
And I'm not throwing shit at no white people because I know a couple of white people that are cool for the most part. Because you see, it really be them that be doing the dirty, and it really is.
Yeah.
So it's like back to my things. I don't believe in white privilege because it's racism. Because I mean, you rather hire if it's an all white crew. I hit the bowling alley. You see me and Jacob. You're most likely to hire who? Jacob. Now most people think, oh, that's white privilege. No, that's racism.
It's racism, yeah.
That's how I see it. And the way my cousin explained to me, I was like, you know what? That is so true. So that changed my whole perspective on
Another
white
thing
privilege
is
and racism.
it's light racism. They
Yeah.
have to call it white privilege because they don't want to sound racist. And this
Yeah.
is where I brought this up to my one of my family members because I kept calling him racist because he was saying racist shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Don't call me racist. I'm not racist." And so I looked at the definition of racist, and it's anyone that has hate or prejudice towards a certain minority, whatever that minority is, right?
Or breed, whatever it is, yeah.
So it's like, it's not like you don't. It's not necessarily that you hate that person. It's that you have a prejudice against them.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew McConaughey calls them white allergies. They're just little white things you don't realize that you do, right? Like with a woman, if a black dude in the middle of the night walks by her, she's gonna grab her purse, right? She's gonna clutch her purse tight, right? That's a white allergy that we do that, like, really, there's no need for that, but you know that's what we've been taught, and that's why I say the culture has fucked us over.
Yeah.
Is because if you like me, I grew up, my mom, so I remember when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, I came in to my mom one day, and I was like, "Mom, I wish I was black," and she was like, "No, you don't." And I was like, "Why not?" And she was like, "Because black people have had to endure a lot, and there's a lot of pain that comes with that, right?" And I was like, "What do you mean? Black kids are the coolest people ever, right?" Yeah. And so what she had me do the next week, she sat me down, and we watched the entire series of Roots. You know Roots?
Yeah.
Do you know what Roots is? Yeah. And that shit was like just eye-opening. And I like talking about white guilt, bro. That was the climax. I was just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like we are fucked up people. Like white people are fucked up people. And right then,
again,
I stopped trusting white people because it's like, and I've been fucked over by more white people than I have minorities easily.
Yep.
Like my black and brown friends, they don't fuck me over nearly as much as my white friends
Yeah,
do.
they loyal.
Some of them
That's what
do,
it is.
especially the ones that were born and raised in Utah. But
Oh yeah.
you know,
No, I mean I call that whitewashed. I mean,
yeah.
but I mean it is what it is. But yeah, but back to my thing is like, I don't believe in white privilege. I call it racism because think about it.
And you should call it racist because that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Because that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly
Now,
what it is.
what the definition of white privilege should be, and that's where a lot of people get it fucked up when they say, "Oh, I don't have white privilege. I don't do this and that." And this is what I told you.
Yo.
White privilege, and it was an ex-NFL player that said this, Emmanuel Acho. He said, white privilege isn't that your life hasn't been hard. It's that your life has never been hard because of the color of your skin,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And
And that's true as shit. Because
Yep.
my life I've never had it been hard on me because I've been white. There are people out there that have had a hard life because they've been
Other color.
other colors.
That's
or
the thing, dude.
minorities.
I'm white as shit.
Yeah.
I'm kind of white, but from where I grew from and to come to another country, to
Oh, yeah.
you know, oh, you're Mexican. No, the fuck, I'm not.
I made
This
that
happened.
mistake.
This happened
I made that
about a
mistake
month
when
and a
I was
half
young.
ago. I told you I don't fuck around with fighting. It's not my shit, unless like I have to get a deal with it. And it was this dude in my culinary class, and he was like, "Oh, he was just like, I make the best salsa here," and I'm like, "Cool." He's like, "You're Mexican, you should know," and I'm like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And I literally said it like that. I was like,
And that's
"What
the
the
thing.
fuck did you just say?"
I've defended so many. I remember one
Yeah.
time I almost got in a fight with a teacher one time.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about white privilege? This is white privilege personified, right? This is 7th grade. This is at Lake Ridge Junior High. There was this teacher, Mr. Baker, I think. Fuck you. So me and him, like, we didn't see eye to eye from off
Day
jump,
one.
right? So this one day in class, these 2 girls are eating candy in class, and he didn't allow food in his class.
Okay.
One white girl,
Oh, he one of those.
one Latin girl, right? White girl, he politely asks her, "Hey, will you go spit that in the trash?" Latin girl comes up, like swings, grabs the candy, and throws it across the room, right? So I got up, and I said, "Touch her again, I'm going to fuck you up." And he got right in my face, and then the principal walked in because my mom was there for some reason. I can't remember why. Principal walked in, he's like, yo, chill, and like got in between us. But I was like ready to fuck this dude up because I was like, I don't play that shit. Because I grew up, like, my dad, when I was like probably 6 or 7, got married to a woman from Ecuador, right?
Yep.
So like my whole childhood, I've been around Latin culture. I've been loving Latin people. My best friend in elementary school was a kid from Mexico.
Mhm.
Like, so like, I'm not playing that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you're not about to do that in front of me. And that's when I posted the fucking news story about this kid who knocked out his stepdad for using the N-word.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I posted it, and I was like, this is exactly what
Yeah,
I would
it's-
do.
it's
It's
damn
exactly
right,
what I would
yeah.
do.
yep.
I was like, watch out, bro, because if you say that shit around me, I'm knocking you the
Wow.
fuck out.
Yep. Now, and, damn, what was I gonna say? It had to do with the whole racism thing. Hold on, y'all keep talking while I figure this shit out. I'll throw my 2 cents in right
Let's
now.
talk about, man, this is going to be a long-ass podcast.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the N-word card.
Okay.
Right? I've only gotten it once in my life,
Okay.
and his reason still makes sense to me. But I want to hear your guys' opinion on this. Because there are some people that people have given the N-word card to. Do you think that those people should still say it? Because even you came up to me skating one time,
Yeah.
and you were like, oh, you can say it. And I was like, nope,
Nope.
still not going to
Nope.
say it.
Nope.
Because
But-
now, being educated as I am now,
Yeah.
because I used to, like, I'm going to be 100% honest, and I might get hate for this, but I used to sling that word around like it was nobody's business.
Same
Right?
here.
And then after I got educated, and what really hit me was Trevor Noah on the Breakfast Club. He said, there's no other word in the English language, period, that means I used to own you as property. Because slave means I own you as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The N-word means I own you as property.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I stopped saying it. Because I was like, if that's the context people are thinking about when I say it, man, I don't want to be a part of that.
And that's the thing. I only say the N-word when I'm alone or when I'm with friends that have given me the
pass.
The pass.
Yeah.
Which you were one of them.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing is like,
And I don't say it around nobody else.
Oh, no.
Like
That's not.
I'm
you
not
shouldn't.
I'm not about that.
Yeah.
I said that once and one dude called me and he's like, "Bro, just don't say it. Like don't say it to a person that's with color."
but then
Like-
again, I feel like it all goes back to where you grew up, with who you grew up.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like if you grew up with a bunch of colored people, like for example, all the skate community,
Mm.
everybody like 99% of them is of color, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like I feel like
90. Try 99.
no, I said 99. I said 99.
Oh, okay.
He said
You said
99.
90. I was like 90,
99%, no.
99, bro.
Yeah, no. So like
When we go to a
99%
skate party, we are like,
the only
The
ones.
only one
You know,
people.
we're like the marshmallows and
Yeah.
chocolate milk.
No, and that's right. Hot chocolate and the marshmallows. It's like just a
Right,
few,
right, right.
Yeah. Anywho, back on topic.
White people shit.
It's
chocolate
like
milk.
I feel like, but then it goes back to who you grow up with and like, you know, because I mean like, people of color say it as a type of endearment, as like, oh, what's up? But they say it to each other.
Mm-hmm.
When do you hear like a black person say it to a white person?
I
Or
hear
to
it
a
all the
Mexican?
time.
For real?
Well, that's because
Oh, but then again, it's Utah.
they call me that.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I've had people call me that before,
Okay.
100%. But
Yeah, but then I feel like I was saying, it all depends on who you grew up with to the point where it's like, you know, that you can just say it.
yeah.
Because I mean, I know a bunch of like white folks that grew up with nothing but colors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they said the N word or not, but I'm pretty sure they have
Yeah.
because that's all they know.
Yeah, exactly. That's vocabulary you grew up with.
That exactly.
Yeah.
So like, back then, to what I'm saying is, it all just goes back to who you grew up with
Yeah.
and the surroundings.
Yeah. What's your environment? And that's the shitty
Yeah.
thing for me is that because I moved around a shit ton when I was a kid,
Mhm.
so I've got so many different environments that I pull from. Like, I lived in Washington for a stint, Idaho, Utah, Cali. I mean, I was all over the board.
Oh, yeah.
Washington. I mean, so there's so many different like things that I've picked up along the way that may be cool in this culture or this environment, but
Yep.
not in this one. So it's just like, yeah, it's rough. Like I said, I only got it once, and his reasoning, it was my best friend, and he said his reasoning was, I do everything that he does just as good, so why not? Like,
Yep.
because he was a sports dude, and so we used to play basketball and football and all that kind of shit together, and
Mhm.
that's what he used to say. He was like, you got to pass because, like, you do everything that we do. Because I was quoting black comics to him he didn't even know about. So he's like, how do you know about this and I don't?
Yeah.
Man. Do y'all phone people up on this podcast?
No, we can, though.
All right, let me call my
Yeah.
cousin. I'm gonna call him about this topic. I'm gonna see if he answers, because he's the one who
Was it that one
basically-
homeboy you showed me the other day?
Nah, someone
No.
else.
Okay.
Let's see if he has time right now.
If he does pick up, put it in the mic.
Okay.
Sama, bro.
Sup, Oos? How's you?
Huh?
What you doing?
Frick, I'm at work right now, bro.
Oh, damn. I was going to say, what's your take on the N-word and, like, black people and brown people using it? I was going to see, because I'm with my friends right now, and they wanted to know your input on that.
Am I on speaker?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, put me on speaker.
You're on speaker,
Is your
Oos.
friends black? Is your friends black?
Nah, they're Palangi.
Are they're white? Okay,
Yeah.
anyway. Hold on. Let me get to a safe place to talk.
Okay. Now, this is the one who taught me about racism and white privilege.
I wanna
So-
record the shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we can put up on our story.
Yep.
All right, bro, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's my take? What is their take?
So their take, you want to say your take real quick again?
My take is you just don't say it.
Yeah, so you just
If
don't
you're
say it.
white,
Just
just
don't
don't
say
say it.
Okay, his take is don't say it. Okay, that's cool. You know, everyone has the freedom to say it or not. You know, but it's based on like what's that word? Shoot, frick. Sorry, I got tires on my mind. Frick. So, hold up. Frick, hold up. So, okay. And gather my thoughts.
Yeah, because they're thinking that brown people shouldn't be able to say it unless you are black.
No, I did not say that.
No. I'm saying some people. Some people.
Oh,
think
some
like that.
people,
Yeah, some people
yeah.
think.
I was like, us?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my reasons why, as Hawaiians, why we say the N-word in Hawaii. Okay? So, look at it this way. Why do black people say the N-word?
Why?
Does anybody know why?
It's a term of endearment.
It's a term of endearment.
It's a term. No. Like how, like the origin. Like how did the N-word come into the black language?
Oh, it's derived from the Spanish word for black.
Did you hear Moose?
So basically, basically, long ago, white people or whoever discovered, South Africa area, whenever they see someone of dark color, they'll say, man, he's the N-word, all right? They didn't know what race was. They didn't know if he was Ugandan. They didn't know if he was Zulu Nation. They didn't know if he was Egyptian. If he was dark, they called him the N-word. Now, we fast forward. We go to the Hawaiian Islands. When Captain Cook came, he was like, why do these people call themselves Hawaiians? They look like the N-word. So he didn't care what race they were. They said the N-word. Now, black people say the N-word is because the white people call them the N-word. So, they all say N-word, this to each other. And same thing for people in Hawaii. People just think the N-word just magically appeared. No. White people came, they called us the N-word, we adapted, we started using it, calling each other,
Yep. Man, white people are fucked.
Because when you think about it, the N-word, it's in like almost every culture. In the Philippines, before the Spanish came and mixed the blood of the original Filipinos, they were dark, they had nappy hair. They called them negros. And then you go to the Spanish people, there's dark people out there. They call them, like negleta or negla,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Speaking true
and
facts.
and so on and so forth. My take is, because I have black cousins, and like we all say it, but if a black person comes up to me and is like, hey, you can't say that. My reasons why can I? Then they're like, oh, because you're not black. And I'm just like, okay, so if you find this word offensive, then you stop saying it. We all stop saying it.
It's true shit.
Tell them about
But
the remember the Usha you told me? So, and if you look in the back of a crayon, on a black crayon, it says what?
yeah, it does. The back of a crayon, the color says negro.
That's why I said it's derived from the
So,
Spanish word.
so everyone assumes that the N-word is only for African people, which is wrong. The N-word was originated for people of dark skin color.
Yep.
No matter what race they were, long ago, the old white people, whoever found whatever village, they didn't care what race they were. They just said, oh, you just call these guys the N-word because they're dark. Same thing with Hawaii. They're like, oh, they call themselves Hawaiians, but they look like niggers,
Yep. Yep.
Damn.
Well,
Facts.
that
That's
was
facts.
it, Luce. Malo
Beautiful.
for your-
Appreciate it,
for-
brother.
But like nowadays, people define black as a race, but really, black is a color.
It's a
If
color.
Like, no, I'm treated black. My grandpa's black. If you're talking about the skin color, yeah, he's black. If you're talking about the race, no, he's not black. He's Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Makes
Yup.
sense.
Yup.
But but people get confused. They're like, oh no, black is a race, but really, it's African American. There's no such thing as black. It's either you're from Africa and you're called African, or it's either you're African and you're from Africa America. So
Yup.
Okay.
Speaking facts.
Yep. Okay, Nuzo, Malo for your opinion, Nuzo. Okay, shoes, bro.
Damn.
Yup, and that's
It
right.
just
That's
set
actually,
it off
like I
like
said,
that.
that's
what it
more
is.
knowledge that I picked up because I didn't realize that. Because that is true. Like,
Yep.
I heard that a lot back in my country.
yeah, that's weird.
Like
Yep.
I never thought about it that way.
like my mom always said, don't ever say the word negro
Yep.
to someone with color. She's like, don't ever say that.
And,
And now I understand why. Like
yeah, one thing he mentioned to me is if you look on a black crayon, if you go get a crayon, the black it says negro, right? It says the same thing on a brown crayon. Exactly. So it's like it's anything of color because like I was saying, black is not a race.
it's not.
Black is what? It's a color.
It's a color.
Although if you ask
Exactly.
Ralphie May, he'll disagree with you.
But
I said that on the 4th episode, I think.
What?
Ralphie May, he had an opinion on that where it's like, he said jokingly, he was like, I don't like the term African American because how many of you motherfuckers have actually been to Africa? Like, you're not African American, you're just American black folk.
Yep.
Like, you're just Americans. That's how I think we should look at it. I think this whole division of race and all this kind of shit is honestly just a ploy by higher powers to divide us so
Mhm.
that we don't fucking come after all of them.
Yep, yep.
Anyways.
But that is our take on that. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
All
good,
right,
bro.
let's do
Uh,
one more.
No, let's do some top fives.
Let's do some top five.
Yeah, we gotta
Alright.
ask Mo his top fives. All right.
So
Easy one. Top 5 skaters in Utah. Anything
Alright.
Utah.
does that be in order?
that
or
you've
just-
seen. Doesn't
you've
matter.
seen.
Just in general.
If
Okay,
you want to
so,
do it in order, do it in order. If you don't,
alright,
don't.
so in general, Jay, for sure. Jay, Jacob, yo, middle game hard. Who else? I'd say Dennis, because Dennis is he's pretty overall. So I feel like his game is overall. It's not just middle game. It's not just outside, but it's pretty fluent.
Yeah.
He's pretty evened out. So all I can think is Jay, Alvaro. Yeah, so Jay, Alvaro, Dennis, Jacob.
Yeah, one more.
You got one more.
Man.
We said this in my podcast. What do you think about Luis?
Honestly, I'm gonna mention him. He's probably my 5th person because honestly, he's underrated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's underrated.
Well, I think he's just. This is what. Okay, Tyrone might hate me for this, but this is what I think both of them need. They need to relax.
Yeah.
Like loosen the
No,
fuck.
loosen the fuck
Yeah,
up.
because one thing that I have realized, and I'm not taking shots at you, Lewis, but one thing I do realize when he skates, his body literally moves at once.
Yeah.
He's really stiff when he skates. Now, if he was loose,
Oh,
he'd be smooth.
Dude, he'd be
Lewis be
smooth as
smooth.
I'd admit it. He'd be better than me right
yeah,
now.
I mean, I feel like he's underrated. But at
That's
the same
what we said in
time,
my podcast. Like he's like, you were like, you want to know who else? And you were like Luis, and I was like, you read my fucking mind.
Because
Luis
Luis has been putting in the work. That's what he's
Yeah.
one of
He's
those
been skating
guys
for
that's
less
been
than
putting
2
in the
years.
work.
and the work that he's put in, bro.
it's ridiculous.
That
yeah.
shit's crazy.
He's underrated.
He's
for
underrated,
sure.
bro.
No one mentions his name, but at the same time, it's like he really just keeps to himself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if he was just a little bit less stiff, and I feel like that's the majority of our problem, or at least for mine, when I first started, I was really stiff because I didn't want to fall.
Mhm.
I thought of falling, I got to stiffen up. But once you relax, it's like, you're a lot more
'cause you
flexible, a lot
move-
more fluent. You
Well,
move
'cause
so good.
In and out of moves, you learn how to. That's one thing Darian wants to do one-on-one with me, and I told him the first thing we're going to work on is your balance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a good enough base, there's not much I can teach you.
yeah.
Oh,
Because
really?
then at that point, it would be stiff all the way.
Exactly. Well, it won't
Yeah.
even be stiff. It's like you're going to be struggling in and out of moves if you don't have the balance. Like
Of
dips,
transitioning. Yep.
like dips, you have to have a shit ton of balance to do real dips.
Good.
Real good.
Yeah,
dude.
like lay it all the way back.
Exactly.
Like I'm gonna shout out Aaliyah. She's from Skate Mafia. So if you don't know who she is, go and look her up. But her dips, man, are phenomenal.
Talia or Aaliyah?
Aaliyah, bro.
Aaliyah from Skate
How old
Mafia.
is she now?
I don't know. I know she's young. I want to say 18, 19.
Yeah, because I
She's
remember
about-
watching her when she was 15 at Bakersfield. Skate Mafia came to.
We met this one
Do a
girl
show.
in Vegas. Her name's Talia, bro.
Dude, some of these
Dude.
girls in these other skating cultures, man. They,
Like I wish we
Killer.
could have that kind of women in our skating community.
well, and that's
here
what
in
a lot
Utah.
of. Well, that's the thing is a lot of the girls in our skating group, they want that.
Yeah.
They want the people who are.
That's what like Dory
Mhm.
sat down, literally
why-
sat down.
That's why
and she
when
watched how every girl was doing their move in Vegas.
well, and that's why when Alex came out, that's why the girls were so excited because it's like
Yeah.
you finally have a girl that you can look at and
From
really
Al-
like.
Alex, yeah, Alex.
Yeah, yeah.
I met
okay,
this
okay,
one
yeah,
girl.
yeah.
I asked
Oh, yeah,
her.
she's smooth.
We talked for a few seconds in Vegas. Her name's Mariah. She's with Skate Mafia.
Right, okay.
Bro,
Okay, yeah.
I saw that and I was like, I want to fucking marry you. Like, I know I just met you,
bro.
but oh my god, like,
Talking about wanting to marry skaters, there's a couple girls when we went to Atlanta. I was like,
Yeah. Nah,
bro, I
but-
wish.
and I told Aaron yesterday, I'm like, bro, I don't care where I am. I'm gonna marry a skating girl. Like,
Yeah.
I need that
You
in my
need to.
life.
That's what I realized. I can't marry. Like if my fiance didn't skate, I definitely
Yeah.
wouldn't be. in
Like,
this
I,
world.
dude, I saw that
Hell
and I'm
no.
like,
because then
I'm
it becomes
I'm
a
in love.
struggle.
Like, dude,
Mhm.
I clicked in.
Well, because then it's a struggle, like to
Yeah.
go skating every week.
Yeah.
Like, not just you, Dennis's shit, but like Dennis used to date this girl, and I love the girl. She used to be on the SAA team with all of us, right? And she was like that. She liked skating, but she didn't come all the time, and she was upset when Dennis would go. And then he would leave early, and Jay would look at him like, "Why are you bitching out for this?"
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happened
Like-
with my my relationship. Like, I wasn't skating as much because I'd rather spend time with my
This
girlfriend.
girl. Yeah.
Now, dude, I look back at that and I'm like, I wish I could have done things better.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, it's like, so I'm talking to this girl, and I've always met her,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I tell her is like, listen, Thursdays and Fridays, now those are my nights. I gotta go skating regardless. If you wanna come in, come. If not, that's cool. Stay home, do your homework. I'm going skating. Now Saturdays I hit disco, so Saturdays I'll spend my days with you.
Yeah.
Or it's I'll go skate, and after midnight I'll come see her for a bit. So it's like it would be nice to have a girl that skates, you know, or at least introduce them to.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like it's a bonus.
Yeah.
Cause like skating for us, that's our go-to place. That's where we go. That's what we look forward to. Now, if our girls do that, even better. Because
Even
one,
better,
you get a
bro.
bond with them, grow with them. You both show each other new things that you didn't know. Whatever it is, so like you just grow together and skating. So it's like, what's a better thing to do?
Yeah, especially if you skate like I do.
Yeah, man. This guy over here, man. This guy, man.
Hey, man, that's how you get bitches when you skate.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That
start
is true.
skating with them like that.
They
I've
fall.
pulled in
I
so
think I
many
already
girls
told you
skating like
guys.
that.
So you know how we mentioned in our podcast that like when like I'm the one taking your bitch home.
Oh,
every- yeah. So some dude came.
You did
came-
that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did.
No.
He did.
But at school,
He really did. This motherfucker.
No, but at school, like literally 2 days after we talked about that, some
Mhm.
dude came up to me. He's like, "Bro, like I'm not trying to be rude, but skating's kind of gay." And I looked at him and I'm like, "Bro, I'm not trying to be rude, but I've been taking your bitch home every fucking Thursday, and that's facts because I actually did end up taking his bitch home." And he was like,
Let's
"Are
say
you
names.
being
Let's say
for
names.
reals?"
Let's
And
say
I'm like,
names.
I'm like, dude, yeah. And he stood there like, "All right, you're fucking with me," but no, like I actually did.
No, go ask your girl.
I did take his bitch home.
Damn.
It's the dick that you don't forget.
So,
Yeah.
but
That's what I always used to say. I said if I can get them to smash, they're mine forever. 'Cause this dick don't play. Nah, I'm just fucking around. All right, another top 5. Trying to think. Actually, what
the rinks.
no, because he hasn't been to enough
He
rings.
hasn't been to. You've been.
I'm gonna name all LA ones if you say that.
Exactly.
More Cali ones.
Actually, this is a better question because we only knew a couple when we asked this, and I don't even think we aired the episode when we asked this, but we'll do top 3 just to narrow it down. Top 3 skating DJs nationally. Like, who are your favorite
My
real
favorite ones.
skating DJs?
Easy. DJ Lady P, 1. DJ. So this is my boy, Ronald. So DJ Ronald, that guy go hard. So him, and DJ Slides. Easy, hands down. Easy top 3.
Slice has some bangers, bro.
DJ Slides go
Slice
off.
go off.
Lady P goes off, and Randolph. That's my guy, man. Them
Just
two, on their free time, all they do is
That's the
mix.
thing, I only know like 3 of them, and I love every single one of them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know,
Randolph.
actually, I know like probably 4 or 5 now. But do you know Suave? DJ
Suave, yeah.
Suave is
So, yeah.
dope. I love his shit. He did a fucking screwed beat to Picture Me Rolling. by Chris Brown. Oh my gosh.
So
That shit
nice.
was so fire. I was like,
Yup,
oh, I
yup.
want it. I want it. And then Wild Child was one of the first DJs I
I
skated
heard
to.
a few of
Bro,
his
Wild
remixes
Child is
of Wild Child.
a
I would
fucking
probably do those,
monster,
yeah.
bro. He was in Bakersfield when we went, and it was just that was my favorite night of skating was when he was DJing because he just mixes so well. Like he just his transitions are just
Oh,
so
so
flawless.
smooth,
They're just so flawless.
man.
Can I just say something about some skating DJs though that I don't like?
About me?
No, about some skating DJs.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Just because, like, and I don't want to get any hate for this, but, and this just is because of this is how I skate.
Mhm.
Some skating DJs keep the same beat all night, and it's not even the same. It's not even that, maybe.
Can
It's
I say
that-
names?
Huh?
Can I say names?
What do you mean?
Can I say names of who does it?
Paul?
Yeah, Paul.
We've already said his name.
Yeah, we were.
Oh,
What am I
damn.
talking about? I'm
Okay,
talking about
never
national
mind.
DJs.
Oh, national. Oh yeah,
National
yeah,
DJs.
yeah. yeah.
So,
Okay.
like in Atlanta,
Forget
here's an
Yeah,
example.
sorry,
In
Paul.
Atlanta, there was a DJ. I don't remember who it was, but it almost seems like sometimes they focus more on the beat than they do the melody. And for me, the way that I skate, I like the melody.
Yeah.
I like doing shit to the lyrics. Like when we do the lean back shit. Perfect example. When
Yeah.
it does the lean back, you pause. You know what I mean?
I mean,
But like in Atlanta, because there's so many people there, they boost up the bass to where you can barely hear the melody.
Lyrics,
And
yeah.
I just like I can't get into it when it's like that. That's maybe why I like smaller scale parties, because they're less like that. But
Mhm.
even some of them, like even when we went to Cali Slide or World on Wheels, the DJ there was blaring it to where like you
World
could
on
barely
Wheels?
hear it. I was like, damn.
Man.
Can I just say something too? World on Wheels, I love their floor and I love the but the ramps for
It's not
inexperienced
it
people,
for entering,
bro, that's scary as shit.
especially for those who was their first time skating.
Even first
It's
time,
hard.
even
It's
first time skating there, bro.
Yeah, just in
Like
general.
when I went there for the first time, I was like, I couldn't get off the fucking floor.
Have you seen the ramps?
No, I've seen them.
Yeah,
I haven't been
it's-
to the rink because when I went to Cali,
Yeah.
everything was closed. But like, I went through pictures. And I
They
was
got a
like,
ramp
what the
right here,
fuck?
ramp right here.
Yeah,
Like,
so
damn.
so for those who don't know, World on Wheels, there's a ramp that's literally when you get in to go down. It's literally like this, and there's another ramp like this. So you have to skate down this one, skate down this one, and it goes straight into the floor.
Exactly.
And then I'm like, oh.
And for
okay,
people
this
who
is
don't
something
want,
new.
well, that's the thing is, and for people who don't want to hurt people and get in people's way, that's the worst
This
thing for
one,
me.
Yeah.
Because like you start coming down that ramp and then you realize you're about to
Full
hit into a
speed.
line, you're like, fuck.
Yup.
But no hate on either one of those
No.
topics, but that's just my own pet peeves. So
All right, are we gonna do a week song?
song of
We
the
were
week.
gonna pick Shoulder and Lean.
No, I think we'll let our guest pick.
All right. So you give us a
Do you know?
song.
Do you know about song of the week?
Negative.
So song of the week, we'll explain it. Since there might be some people that haven't watched this before. Song of the week is we put out a song every week, and then they make a video to that song, a skating video to that song. Use
Ooh.
the hashtag Rollout Skate Challenge,
Okay.
and then once we actually start getting some replies, because I haven't gotten anything yet,
Okay.
then
I ha-
we'll
we haven't
then
even
we'll
done
start
ours.
uploading them onto the episodes
Yeah.
and use them as a highlight and a shout out and all that kind of shit. So, what's your song of the week, sir?
So my song of the week would probably be Candy. It's Snoop Dogg. So Candy. So it's like dripping like
Snoop
water.
Candy.
Yeah.
Love that song.
That one goes
Okay.
hard.
Snoop
All right.
Snoop Dogg Candy.
Yes, sir. That is the song
So
of the
do that.
week.
Should we end with our rando topic
Yeah.
like we always do? Are the Lakers in trouble?
I mean,
I'm the biggest Lakers fan out there, so I'll say that I'm slightly worried. But you guys give your
Because
points
of
first.
LeBron.
It's because LeBron
LeBron
and
and
AD
AD.
going down
Yeah.
at the same time. It's just
it's just terrible because I read that, on Snapchat, you go on Snapchat, you go to people's stories right there, they got news. I was watching it and it was saying that LeBron's got a severely high ankle sprain and he might be out indefinitely
Oh.
well,
From
indefinitely
what
for
they
them
said.
means
for probably for the season.
Yeah.
no. When they say indefinitely, they don't know when he's going to come back.
Yeah,
So
Could
it's
be
not
a
like
month,
he's
could
not
be
going
a
to come
year.
back.
ever.
He
but-
could. It depends on how fast he heals. Because if he heals in like a month, then he'll be back in 6
But
weeks.
I mean, it's crazy to me. How the hell do you spend so much money on your body? That man, you know how much that man
Bro.
spends on his body a year?
And he only has like one injury a year.
Yeah,
AD's getting injured every year. AD
Yup.
needs to go get the LeBron treatment.
yeah. LeBron James is like almost, I think it's like $1 million plus a year.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
Easily.
$1 million a year easily on just
Just his
the-
own body, like
just the
Yeah.
physical side of things. We're not talking about diet. We're not talking
Yup.
about any of that kind of shit. That's just about like physical therapy and rehab and all that kind of
rehab.
shit.
Yup,
Like,
yup.
he doesn't play around with that shit, which is why he's still so fucking good.
For his
At
age,
fucking
For his age,
oh
late
man,
30s.
yeah.
phenomenal.
He's what, 37 now?
Yeah.
36?
About
Like, when Kobe was 36, I'm pretty sure he tore his Achilles. Like,
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose makes
Man,
me sad, bro.
Yeah. I'm
Because
gonna bring
even
up
he
Derrick
doesn't
Rose.
he doesn't even have his drive anymore, which is what makes it sad.
I remember when he used to play for the Bulls. Man, he was at his peak. He was at his peak, man. That guy was so phenomenal. I feel like if he didn't get injured, I feel like they could have won the championship when he played with the Bulls.
I don't think so.
You don't.
No, they didn't have the right pieces.
But I mean,
what Derrick Rose needed, in all reality, and this is not a shot at Joakim Noah, but he needed a real big man. Like, could you imagine Derrick Rose playing with like Dwight Howard?
yeah,
Bro, it would be insanity. There's no way you could stop that.
yeah.
Like prime Dwight with prime D Rose.
Oh yeah.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
no way.
And his coach, the way that he divvies out minutes, even
Yep.
now, like he just lets people stay in for fucking ever.
Ever. Yeah,
Like, there's guys that are playing the full fucking game, no
Mhm.
break. And I did that once, and hell no.
Sucks.
Hell to the no. I
Yep.
did that once in a playoff game, our first playoff game in divisionals. I played every second of that game. I think I might have sat out for like a minute. But that was also the game that I grabbed 15 boards and
This so good.
then
Man.
fucking this dumbass shot a fucking corner 3 and hit a buzzer beater and eliminated. Got our first loss. It was a two game elimination, so it was our first loss. I was so mad
Dang.
because it was a team we had already beaten twice during the regular season.
Oh dang.
So I was like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag.
Back.
And then everybody came out and just started playing like garbage. And
It
I was
always
like,
it always
"Come
be
on,
those
bro."
that get you though. It always be those.
And that's
oh,
what
we
our
already beat
coach
them
said.
once.
That he said that pregame. He said, "Don't take them lightly because they're coming for your head because you've beat them twice."
Yep.
And they did exactly that. And it came down to this kid hitting the 3 to send it into overtime. Actually, in the corner. I'm guarding this kid. He throws up a fucking prayer and falls into his bench. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on me, honestly. Falls into his bench, drains it. I turned around and I was just like, I looked at my coach. He's like, "There's nothing you can do against that. Like, that's just pure luck."
Yeah.
And then we hit the overtime, and one guy shot the ball and went 0 for 8. I had the only points in overtime. I had
Oh,
3 in
geez.
overtime. I was so fucking mad. I was like, "Bro, pass the fucking ball." Because he kept going in every time and trying to get a layup and trying to get a foul. And I was like, "Bro, they're not calling fouls for you." And then he passed me the ball once, drained it, and then it was like already over at that point. I was like,
Yep.
"Good job, you dumbass."
Huh.
But anyways, so yeah, I think the Lakers, like I said, that's my team, so I'm a little sad to see it, but I do think they should be worried. I really am really praying that we get what's his name, Miles Turner from the Pacers. You know who Miles Turner is?
No, I've heard about him.
Bro, he's crazy. Him and AD together, that defense would be unstoppable.
You know who Mikey Williams is?
Yeah, he's
That guy is
he's a
hard.
dog. I love watching his highlights, bro.
Yeah.
He's a dog. I love it.
Yep.
He's like one of the few new players that actually plays like an old player.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
talking shit,
Ruthless.
just wants to tear
I
your
love
fucking
that
head off.
dude.
He does it in the right way though. Like that's one of the reasons I don't really like Russ, because like he just fucking talks shit. Even when he's at a terrible fucking game, he can be 0 for fucking 30, and he's still talking shit like,
Yep.
"I'm coming at you, bro. I'm coming at you," like he did with Kevin Durant, and then they blew him out by 30.
Yep.
It's like, you idiot.
He's a dumbass motherfucker.
Man.
I am glad to see Russ getting back to old Russ though.
Yep.
His little sit in Houston kind of almost fucked up his career. In reality, do you think Nets are gonna win this year? Either one of you guys? Brooklyn Nets now with Blake Griffin.
That's a
hell of a starting 5. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Did you see his game? His highlights of his previous game that he played with the
I
Nets?
didn't. I only saw the one dunk
Solid.
they had, but
Solid game.
he's a solid player.
Yeah.
I thought the Nets were an interesting choice. If I were him, I would have gone to Miami. In all
Yeah.
reality, because they need someone like that.
But man, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but once he left the Clippers and Chris Paul, I totally forgot about him. I don't know
About
if-
Chris Paul?
No, Blake
Oh,
Griffin.
okay.
Blake
I
Griffin.
was like, how'd you
No,
forget about
Chris Paul. Everybody know about Chris Paul, but it's like once he left, like Blake Griffin. I feel like that's just me though,
I
because
think
he wasn't
only
really talked about.
Well, he only made the playoffs like 3 or 4 times when he was
Mhm.
in Detroit. I think it was like 6 or 7 years. He only made the playoffs 4 times. Like
Yeah.
that's not like making the playoffs when you're an all-star and you have another all-star next to you and Andre Drummond. You should
Yep.
be making playoffs every year, at least the 8th seed. So it's like, what are you doing? I
Yeah.
think his play is going to improve because of DeAndre though, because he needs someone that's like seen him at his peak
Yeah.
and like knows how to push him to that.
Yeah.
And once he gets back to like full form Blake, bro, the Nets are fucking scary, bro. That's a
Yep.
crazy starting lineup. Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, and then DeAndre Jordan. Oh
Yo.
my god.
That.
But of course, LeBron will always find a way to win because did that with the
Yeah.
Warriors. That was my favorite thing. I remember watching that game with my dad. That was wild because we were in his apartment and I got so loud when
Man.
Kyrie hit that shot.
Man.
I was like, "That's fucking right, bro. You don't know what's up."
Man.
His neighbors came like knocking on the door, like, "Everything okay?" I was like, no, we're just watching the finals. It's fine.
Man. I miss when the Celtics were at their prime.
Celtics when they're at the
Yeah.
prime, dude. KG in his prime is
Yup.
insanity.
Kevin
People
Garnett.
forget about KG a lot, and that makes me mad because KG was crazy. You watch his highlights back in like even his Minnesota days. Oh my god,
He went off.
he was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Who's another forgotten about player nowadays?
How about Taco?
Taco needs to develop. If he could develop at all, because he's got the length, the size, everything.
Yeah.
He could be
He's like a Yao
the
Ming.
best. I'm saying he could be better than Yao Ming. He's bigger
Yup.
than Yao Ming. He's got longer reach than Yao Ming. He's more mobile than
He
Yao
doesn't
Ming.
even need to jump. Or does
That's what I'm saying. But he's even that. He's more mobile. You see it when he gets up to block shots. He gets off the ground a little bit.
Yep.
Now he's like 7'7", so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
you know,
Jeez, but
bro, I remember playing one dude that was like 6'10", and it's so hard to get layups on motherfuckers like that. Even at 6'10", you imagine 7'5". That's how tall Taco is.
That's crazy.
7'5", and then he's got like almost I want to say he's got almost like an 8-foot wingspan. Like that's insane.
That's crazy.
He's so lanky. He's like AD on steroids.
yeah.
bro.
Jeez.
But all right. Anything else, guys?
No, I
that's
think
pretty
it.
Anything
much
else you want
it.
to talk about?
Thanks
Yeah.
for
Any
coming
questions
out.
for us?
Yep. Huh?
You got any questions for us?
Let's see. Not that I could think of.
No.
Nothing. I'm pretty blank right now.
You got any
mean,
questions?
Nah, dude.
Anything else you want to ask?
No.
No.
All right. Well, it's kind of a boring way to end the episode, but
All right. Then I'll say one thing. Paul, if you want to say something, come on this podcast and say it.
like I said,
Don't reach out to us. Social
that's-
media. I mean, it's cool, but I mean, if you
I
want to say
get
your
it.
piece, bro,
I get
feel
it.
free to
but
come.
I get it, but if it's not even that, do better. That's my
Yeah.
thing. And I
Yeah.
told you that.
We're waiting
This
to
is-
see what you're capable of.
This is
So-
nothing new, and that's the thing is, if you do better, then I got nothing to praise. But
Yeah.
understand, if you do shittier,
We're gonna keep
we
talking
bound to
about
be
Yeah,
going
we
off
are.
on your ass.
Yeah.
Hashtag
For
be
real,
like
for
Lacey.
real.
Be like, I'm not gonna compare to Lacey, but I am in this sense of be like Lacey in the fact that she would take our advice, our
And you-
constructive
you-
criticism, and she would put it in. She'd try to, and now look at her
Yeah.
now.
And that's
It
the
took
thing.
some time, but look at
How
her
many
now.
times did me and you
Talk
went
to
up to
Lacey.
Lacey and we were like,
What is
like,
this?
You can't fuck it up, you know?
Yo.
Like
And that's
we're,
the thing.
We're bringing, dude. We bring a crowd. We bring a crowd every time because people want to come back, and they're here for the music.
Yeah, and it's like whenever, like for example, shoulder lean.
Yeah.
We all get into a group. We all go into the middle and do our own little thing. And literally, everybody recording. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is now. Look. Now think
Yeah.
about it. If you didn't get us hype like that, ain't nobody will go on and come back. Now if
Like-
you play stuff
like-
like that, like, oh, this looks lit. I'm gonna come back.
Didn't we do
Guarantee.
shoulder lean this past Thursday?
Y'all
Yeah.
did. I don't do that shit. So
No, we didn't. No, we did.
A lean back.
no.
Slow
we didn't.
walk. We did slow walk with a faster song.
Oh
We
yeah,
had what,
it was.
about-
I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
No.
It was a
Yeah.
good song. It was a good song.
Yeah.
But that's what I love. I love watching people jump in our packs and shit.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I said, like I've said in previous podcasts, it's not that I hate skaters. Like I think some people may think that about me.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate skaters. It's just like I'm not gonna share my knowledge unless I know. Like even with the kid from Idaho.
Ethan.
Yeah. I ain't talked to him since he got here.
Yeah.
I said what's up to him a couple times, but once again, I'm not gonna share my knowledge and my wealth until I know you sticking around.
Yup.
And then once you're sticking around, oh yeah, I'll share whatever you want to know.
Yup.
But until then, just come to have fun.
Yup.
That's all
I was
I
gonna
ask.
say something and totally forgot about it. So.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to think anything else.
just make sure y'all come
Oh,
out Friday.
Okay. So Nicole, she's the one in charge of Vegas Rollers on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She came up to me and she's like, "We would love to have the rest of the crew come out
Oh,
And
yeah, we'd
then
love to come out.
We were like, I was like, when? She's like, there might be a party by the end of April or like starting May. And she was like, as soon as I find about it, I want you guys to come down really bad.
Yeah, we will.
So
No doubt.
yeah.
Vegas is a easier.
And
trip
that's
for
what,
us.
and I told her, I was like, I want to bring the rest of the crew. We just
That's what's kind of hard. We're like right in the worst location
yeah.
Huh.
because like Vegas is a 6-hour drive.
Versus LA, 3 hours.
LA, that's well from here. It's what 13 hours,
No.
11
it's not.
hours.
From me to LA?
Yeah.
It's like
8.5
9
to 9.
Yeah. 9
No,
to
it
10.
isn't.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it is,
bro.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It is.
Anyway, still 8 hours compared to some places where you can drive like an hour and get to.
We
the
had some
rink.
people from Detroit come. They just literally drove down here. Bro, they were impressed.
To where? Utah?
Yeah.
Where?
So they drove from Detroit to Vegas,
Oh.
and then they drove back.
Mm.
And we got like Nicole said something. We had Skate Mafia. They were doing shit with us.
Well, they've seen us before too.
Yeah. So they were
They
like,
saw us
they
at
were like,
Bakersfield 4
they
years
were
ago.
like, oh, like you guys, Utah looks like Utah's doing good. So.
Like I said,
And
we're
I had
getting better.
one dude. I forgot his fucking name, but he came up to me and he was like, "I'm not from Utah, but I grew up in Utah," and he lives all the way in fucking Texas. And he was like, "But I wasn't expecting Utah to have like this kind of,
Skate.
this kind of like
See, that's
game
the thing.
going on."
That's the weird thing.
And I showed him in my Instagram. He was like, "What the fuck? Like, why don't you guys come out more?" And I was like,
funds, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna pay for our gas?
Yeah.
Exactly. We're
Like,
all
it's
broke
expensive.
dudes, bro.
I might go to fucking Vegas this Saturday just for fun, dude. Like
I do want to take a trip out there
Yeah.
soon. But
So, but all right. Hope you guys had fun today.
real quick before we end things,
Yes.
I do want to get your guys' input on this now.
'Kay.
We're almost at 3 hours, which will probably get cut down to like 2.5.
2.5,
Yeah.
yeah.
With all the shit that we're gonna have to cut out. It's gonna be a long night for me.
Yeah.
No, but so the skate connection party. Me and a couple others had a meeting about it. Some of the people the person that is putting on the party kind of wanted our inputs on this, and I kind of want to know what you guys think about this. So the whole idea behind the whole skate connection thing is basically just bringing skaters together to where you can meet new people, and then we can grow it that way instead of having to do
Okay.
like a conformed group
Mhm.
like we tried to with Salt City. So I guess what's your opinion on that? Do you agree with that? Do you think that some people maybe should be excluded? Not that we're saying that they should, but
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm a bring epic skate parties. I feel like epic skate parties were kind of had that vibe, bringing people in together. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. But again, like this is our night where we get to show off, we get to meet new people. But if I see somebody like that's just going to skate like for fun, like cool, but like I want to see people trying for once.
Yeah.
Like that I told a lot of
My
the
only
classic
issue-
workers, people from Sandy, I was like, I want you guys to just get out of that, get in your comfort zone.
Oh.
Go out and
well, that's the
fucking
problem.
try.
No, that's the problem. They're too much in their
Yeah.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're not willing to try
Something
new shit, and they're
Yeah.
also not willing to take advice.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't, but most of them aren't.
Yeah, I mean, advice. And I'm gonna bring up Darren's name because don't think I'm taking shots at you, but it's like when he was dipping, that one time.
Yeah.
I just told him, hey, bro, it looks smooth, but just try to slow it down. He's like, oh, wow, I can go fast because it's a different type of dipping. I'm like, well, shit, I never
First all,
heard
it's
of
not-
that.
It's not a different type of dip. He got that wrong. We call it a swerve. It's not a dip.
Yeah.
What he was doing was a swerve that he was trying to turn into a dip. That when you try and mix those two, it's
No.
just
Doesn't
It
go.
doesn't work.
So I try to tell him, I was like, oh, bro, like it would look smooth. Cause like me as a person, it's like if I fuck with you, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna try to see how you can improve in ways like, oh, bro, you look smooth, but try to slow it down. It'll
Mhm.
look really smooth. And he took it the wrong way.
I mean,
So I was like, okay, bro. I
people
mean,
take shit the wrong way, but I think it's more. I think a lot of the time with people like that, they don't understand who they're talking to at that point. Because it's like, I feel like dipping is not a Cali specific move, but Cali skaters make dipping look
so nice.
so
nice,
good.
bro.
Shout out to Aaliyah.
Yeah. Shout out to, I'm talking like even when I was like when we were at Chino on the last night, and a song came on and everybody started dipping, I was like, damn, we're doing this shit wrong as fuck. Like, we're not doing this shit right at all. So that's where, like, if you came in and, like, let's be real. If you came in and tried to give me tips on, like, some JB shit, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah, I know
Right?
zero about JB.
But if it's, like, dips or if I'm trying to slide
Then
and you're trying to give me
yes.
tips,
Yes.
I'm going to fucking listen to every word you got to
Yeah.
say. So I think people need to understand who they're talking to. I think that happens a lot with Clark, and we've brought him up so much, but he's just done so much for me, like, over the years, like, especially in the beginning. Because, like, even if we didn't have a good relationship, he was always that driving force for me. Like,
Yeah.
that made me want to be good, right? And so, like, when I see people disrespecting him, I'm just like, yo,
Shut the
that's
fuck
not
up,
how.
get out.
Yeah.
Like, you
That's
don't
not
know who
cool.
you're talking to.
No.
And fucking, what's his name? The scrawny kid that used to come skating. He was a jam skater. He used to do like backflips and shit.
Oh, Dominic?
Yeah, he got up in Clark's face one night, like years ago, and legit, I was like, trust me, bro, you don't want that problem.
Yeah.
Because you fuck with him, you're gonna have me, Jay, Dennis, this person, that person, this
And
person.
everybody.
We're gonna come jump your ass, and you ain't gonna be surviving that shit.
They don't even come anymore, thank God.
Well, I mean, I don't care if they come. I just ask you to be respectful.
Yeah.
And that was one thing, and I'm going to bring up his name because I don't like him anyways. You remember Taylor?
Yeah.
That was his problem. He had the same problem you did when we told him he couldn't go to rinks because of that. Because it's like, bro, your attitude when you knock into somebody,
Homeboy doesn't even know how to skate.
well, it's not even that. Your attitude, I don't care if you know how to skate, because we were bringing people along that definitely didn't know how to skate. I mean, let's be real. We were bringing people to parties that should not have been there in the first place. But the problem is what is your attitude towards it? Like, if you get bumped and I see you getting in a fight with somebody because they bumped you, you're not going.
Yeah.
Because if they bump you out there and you get in their face, they'll fuck you
They're
up.
gonna fuck you up, dude. They
They'll
don't give
fuck
two
you
fucks.
up. They don't care about your little tatted ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Facts.
Like, and that's where it's like, and then he got bitchy about it, and it's just like, yo, when you can't go, you can't go. Sorry.
Yep.
But, anyways. All right, I think that's where we're going to end it.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
that was the
skate
best one.
connection.
Yeah.
We're trying to grow the skating
March
community
March
as of now.
26 is the party
Yeah, it's just
from 12 to 3.
This Friday from
Bring your own
midnight to
skates
3 a.m.
and you must be 16 plus.
yeah, must have your own skates, must be 16 plus. I don't know how we're gonna do IDs at the door or whatever, but we'll figure out something.
I got security.
But yeah, it's mainly this party is, and I told this to the people that, we'll say people that are putting on this party, is I would love to have this be able to turn, because they want to do it twice a year. So they want to do an outdoor one in the summer and then do one at an indoor place
Indoor. Okay.
during this, right? So I would love to see
So
this
this
turn.
is for any skater.
Any skaters. If you have your own skates
'Kay.
and you're over 16 and you want to come find a place with more skaters, you're more than
Just
welcome to
come.
come.
Doesn't matter if you're a
you
beginner.
don't want to come, well then fuck you.
Yeah.
You're the
And
one
if you
that's
do
gonna
wanna
miss
come,
out, so.
You're more than happy to.
Exactly.
Yep.
But I would love to see this change, because you are right when we say that Utah doesn't have a skating culture.
Yeah.
I would love to see this change from it being skating community
Community
to skate culture.
Facts.
Like, where this is the cool shit to do. Like,
Yeah.
we're the ones that like
And
put on the
it's
parties
getting
with
dude,
2,000
it's getting
people.
up there. Like,
And this is the thing, we just got to get people there.
Yeah.
In all
Yeah.
reality. That was the problem with Epics too, is that we did it too often, so people didn't feel like it was special at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if we would have
Or
done
even like 3 or 4 times a year. Like,
that's the thing.
Like
not
every
even
quarterly.
that. You want to do it at the max 4 times a year. Like,
Yeah, so
doing
people-
it every month is just not a good idea.
Yeah, so people would come because, like how you were saying, if you host a party like every month, for example, first couple months, oh yeah, cracking. Next thing I was like, oh well, I already know how it's gonna be, so there's no point of going. Versus how it's right now, if you want to do it 2 times a year, I feel like that's perfect because it's like it's towards the end of the school for those college people, you know, or high school, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you come have a good time. So whether you're a beginner,
That's the thing, we
intermediate,
don't want to shy
advanced,
away
whatever it
beginners
is.
at all. Like,
Yeah, so y'all more than see, because this is my thing, and I'm gonna shout out my twin LBC Jeremy from back home. So that was my mentor, and you know my style is kind of like him. I'm gonna say because you know he taught me his ways. So it's like I was a beginner. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
mhm.
So it's like beginners come out because I mean at the end of the day, if you're a beginner, reach out to us so that way we
come
can help
out
teach
and reach
you.
out, because
Exactly.
a lot of us will not reach out to
To
you,
you.
unfortunately.
That is fact. No,
Because when we go to skate, like I said, we go to skate
Skate.
and have a good time.
Yep.
So we're not really trying to meet new people and mingle.
exactly.
But we're not afraid to meet new people.
Yeah, and that's my thing. There's some guy named Fresh. He's on LA. Bro, this guy's clean. Cold skater. But this guy, if you talk to him on the ring, like, what's up, Fresh? Ignore you. He don't care who you are. You can be Barack Obama. He can be he don't care who you are. He ain't gonna talk to you on the floor. Now, if he goes to get some water, you're like, what's up, Fresh? You be like, oh, what's up, youngie? Or like, what's up, man? How you doing? Like, he might talk to you a little bit. So I mean, us like going to skate, not going to skate to socialize.
Yeah, exactly.
So us going to skate, we're gonna keep it to ourselves until we get reached out to. So now if you reach out to us, by all means, we gonna talk to y'all. It's just don't be afraid to ask for
Don't be
advice or
intimidated
tips.
by us. We're
Yeah.
not that intimidating.
Yeah, we
I
gentle.
promise you, we're
We're
little
dumbasses.
bitches.
Yeah, we dumbasses.
we're good folks over here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We look damn good on the floor, but
I hope
if you
so.
want- if-
Yeah.
Like I said, that's my
Yeah.
irrational anxiety kicking in.
Yep.
I don't know if you know this because you didn't watch the episodes, but like that's my main thing with skate parties is like I get so much anxiety because like we all know this. We've all been to the rink and you see somebody skating that thinks they know how to skate and they just fucking don't.
Don't.
yeah.
Right? And so you look at them and you're like, what the fuck
Yo.
is that? Right?
Yep.
And that's my biggest fear is to be at a skate party with nothing but real skaters that I actually want their approval and then have them be like, what the
Fuck is
he
they doing? Yo.
That's how I felt. They were doing their own thing. Like, yeah, that's cool, but like, fuck, man. Like, we got real fucking skaters in town that are watching your ass.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
the thing is every rink that you ever go to is going to have those
That
kind of
one,
skaters.
those couple
Yeah.
people's, yeah.
But it's like it's more of like don't front like you
Know how to skate.
are more part of this than
Yeah.
you are because
Yeah.
you're not in all reality.
Yeah.
Anyways, Skate Connection, March 26th, 12 to 3 a.m. Must have your own skates.
16
Must
plus.
Be
16
16 or
plus.
older. If you need more info, or if you want to request songs, or if you'd like to donate to the cause, go to skateconnect.info. Once again, that's skateconnect.info, and we'll put a little thing right up here that says it, like we did in the last episode. But yeah, Money Mo Dollas. You got anything
Yes,
to say?
sir. Nah.
All
Keep
right.
it groovy like a drive-in movie, you dig? Remember who you are at all times and stay true to yourself. That's all I gotta say.
You know what I'm saying?
Alvaro, the avocado,
Yes, sir.
JB Geary. Go find
We're
us on
out.
Instagram. And we are out. See you guys.